This will just be extra entertaining to listen to.
There, then I'll just refrain from talking to Mannix this week.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I am joined mostly, we're still having some connection problems by my excellent friends. Oh dear, I'm having problems too. Where is my Roll20 window? Give me a second. There it is. Okay, we're good.
Quit now.
We're good.
Everything crashes.
I know. Chris playing the noir detective human rogue Mannix.
Hello.
Everybody can hear me, and that's the key. Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow rogue Kaless.
Hello.
Oh shit! Don't. Okay. Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton bard Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing naive but lovable turtle fighter George.
Hello.
And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf druid Theron.
Hi.
We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session write-ups at roguewatson.com and watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you'd like to support my channel, go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Personal shout-outs to my platinum patrons, Andrew, Brian, and Richard, and gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, and Charming Grenade. Thank you all for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. So we have some connection problems this week. We've been trying to deal with. That's why we had a super long delay at the beginning. And I believe we've got it down to where Chris...
Here's the challenge. The viewers need to figure out who...
It's a puzzle. Some of us cannot hear or see the others.
Actually, I just
Can
got
you
a
figure out who it is?
message from Chrome saying that the page is unresponsive. So I'm going to try a different browser.
Okay.
I don't
I'll
have
be
a different browser.
See, what's going to be weird for
bad.
me is that you guys can all fucking stop talking every once in a while.
That's true. And you're
I'll
like,
listen here
oh,
and go,
everyone's listening to Reese. Yeah.
I guess someone else is talking.
So,
Because
Chris...
those three are very quiet.
Yeah, can't connect to Heather or Reese, and that's what we've been trying to fix this whole time. Roll20 has been very good so far in our campaign. We've always had problems in the past over the years with it, but tonight has just been not able to get everyone able to talk to each other, even though all of our webcams are working for me, but some of you, and I think it got down to where Chris couldn't do with Heather and Reese, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what
Wait,
we're...
Heather still can't see Chris too,
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
I think we just need to come up with some good backstory about why Mannix is pissed at Kaless and,
Just cold shoulder.
and Reese.
Yeah.
And while they'll occasionally...
He's lucky Kaless isn't killing him.
They'll occasionally talk over each other, and yeah.
That's right. I'm not listening to her.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, apologies for the delay. We are still having connection problems, and hopefully we can figure that out. So previously on Tomb of Annihilation, after a harrowing fight with a horde of zombies, the party returned to the Temple of Savras with Inette, slightly singed but otherwise unharmed, though Viplo's other victims were not so lucky. Zatembe was glad to see her, but horrified at how the death curse had affected one of their own. The party received some funds as a reward, as well as the chance to ask Zatembe to perform a sacred ritual to contact the god Savras. The party left him with several names of locations, people, and clues relating to the death curse, but the ritual would take a full 24 hours to complete. As evening set on their first day in the city, our heroes returned to the Thundering Lizard Inn to meet with the guides. They met Hugh Hackenstone, an old friend of Theron's, who wanted to journey back to Wormheart Mine and reclaim it, while albino dwarf Musharib sought help to reclaim his people's ancestral forge, Hrakhamar. Azaka Stormfang was more than happy to hunt creatures and explore the jungle for the right price, or for help for her own personal quest to retrieve a stolen heirloom. The party learned that Roka, one of the rogues they met during their first visit to the Temple of Savras, was an agent of the Zentarim. He offered a mission... God, I had bad typos here. He offered a mission to infiltrate the Flaming Fist mercenary fortress of Fort Beluarian and find collusion between them and the local pirates. Finally, there was Farrell and Gondolo, two city boys from the Sword Coast, who seemed a bit over their heads when it came to actual jungle experience. Through a coordinated effort of teamwork, the party was able to pilfer the pilfer the party was able to pilfer the pair's treasure map, adding the supposed location of a dead dragon's lair onto their map of Schultz. Armed with several new locations, quests, and options, our heroes begin their second day in the city. Did we fix somewhat?
Chris.
No, it's not good news because I switched to Chrome. And
I
now
I
can see Heather, but I still can't see Reese,
away?
and now I can't see Rochelle.
Great.
I lost Rochelle, and I can't see Reese now either.
What on earth?
But I
That's
can
terrible.
see Chris.
Hold on, Reese screen is
Chris
doing something.
It's frozen now too. Can you guys see me?
This is madness. I can always see all you guys.
Oh god.
So I'm just watching
okay,
this
I'm
as
gonna
a
reload
Fine.
again.
I'm watching
Oh
the
my
chaos
goodness.
unfold.
Wait, I can only see Reese and
this is
Eric
insanity.
now.
Note to self: have a backup plan for when Roll20 video is not working.
I think we all still do have Skype. We just haven't actually.
You know,
Try to
unfortunately, we used to have Skype because it had the option where you could have the permanent windows there, and now they've updated it to where it's that Windows only version, and I think that makes it trickier to draw on the cameras, and I haven't even tried to do it.
It does. It does. I did it a few times during Storm King's Thunder, and it was just, you couldn't ever assume a person was going to be in a spot. It was sort of...
So, yeah,
this
this
actually is worse.
And you know what? We have had technical difficulties before, and still managed to run a campaign, so we'll see how it goes. Although usually it's something awful like me forgetting to turn my mic on, or something just horrendously stupid.
I did that.
Or like my power, like losing power, and then we lost like half the stream. Yeah, it's.
Or Chris forgetting to turn the video back on.
We had Chris
Yeah.
forget to
Yeah.
flip the screen. Yeah, that's happened.
What's
That's
going
happened.
on?
I think we're
It
still
happens.
reconnecting. All right, so I'm
What are
gonna
we saying?
put you guys into the city.
I want to race a damn dinosaur.
So we are starting day 2.
Ah,
And yeah, you all know that the dinosaur race is tomorrow. Day 1 was your first full day in Port Nyanzaru. This is day 2, and the dinosaur race is on day 3. As you all come down from your long rest, Roka is there in the lobby of the Thundering Lizard, and the lobby is obviously a lot more emptied than it was last night when all the guides and everyone were there. He says that after you all talked that night, he went and scoped out the docks and actually talked to Captain Ordame. And he says that he confirmed he wanted to make sure that you guys weren't, bullshitting him on having a ship that was willing to provide passage to Fort Beluarian. He did note that she was going to charge you all, which you remember that she was willing to do it, but it was going to cost you. And he says that he pulled some strings and says that he can get you all across the bay free of charge if you're willing to ship out this morning. And he says if all goes according to plan, you should be back in town by supper.
I think doing it today was the plan anyway, in the beginning.
Yeah. But
Is this on Ordermaid's ship or on a different ship?
it is on Ordame, the Brazen Pegasus.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you would be using her ship. My goodness, I have lost half the party. Do I need to reconnect now? Let's try that.
I don't see Chris or Reese.
I only see Raymond and Eric.
Yep, me too. Okay. I don't know why we lost
I can see
everybody.
Rochelle.
I
Roll
can't.
20Y. Saw Chris for 20 seconds. Oh man, that's exciting. That's exciting. Half the party is avatars.
It was okay.
I know. Okay. This is disastrous. Epic
I can see
fail of a
yourself.
stream.
Chris has disappeared, and Reese is a bear.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Chris is back. Okay, I lost Reese and Rochelle. Oh, there's Reese.
I can see you.
Yeah, I saw Chris for like 20 seconds.
This is like whack-a-mole.
It is.
Yeah,
It really
went
is.
back to his picture again.
Oh
now
no.
I'm back to where I was before.
Yeah,
I
I didn't touch
think
anything.
My
He
Chrome
couldn't
is
see me though
freaking
because I was
out.
talking
can't
to
even
him
click
and
to
everyone else, and no
reconnect.
one could hear me. So whatever.
Chris, Reese says that he could see you for like 20 seconds. Or I guess he typed that, yeah.
Yeah. I never saw him.
This This game will now be an old school text-based adventure. Well, everybody can still hear me, right? You all can hear me.
Yes.
You might have to just type some of your stuff in the chat window. And hopefully we can make this a non-disaster. All right, so the plan right now.
How about we all
Already a
quit,
disaster.
and then I'll just join last like I usually do.
This is not your fault. Just because you were here first does not mean this is your fault. He's the connection leper or something. Just comes in and everything falls apart. Damn it. So, you all remember that it was going to cost you money to ferry you across the bay and back. And he basically says he was able to pull some strings with his organization. You don't know to what degree that means, but he just says that now you all can get there for free.
Okay. So we don't know if he paid Ortome?
You're not sure, and he doesn't seem like he's the kind to expand on any explanations.
Okay.
Sorry, you're not sure. That's gonna be really bad too. When I respond to somebody, yeah.
It's gonna be those like prompting questions. You have to
You're gonna have to
restate the question
It's
in
gonna
the
be,
answer.
Yep, I know. So he wasn't sure. This is gonna be really challenging. Chris asked that Roka didn't say like how he paid, or if he paid Ortome, or how he pulled. All he said was the phrase like pulled some strings, and he doesn't seem like he's gonna offer up any more details than that. Undril is also there in the inn, and she is listening to all of this intently. And remember, she basically retired to her room before all the events happened in the evening, in terms of you guys meeting the guides and whatnot. And so she's now listening to this and is like, and she attempts to like pull you all aside, or maybe whisper to one of you that's farther away from Roka, and kind of says, "This is not part of our mission. Remember the Death Curse, the Soulmonger, a Serac. We need to go to Camp Righteous as soon as we can. Every day the curse grows stronger."
Yeah, asshole.
I can see everyone. Yes, sorry. I can see and hear everyone. I've never had that issue.
we're still back to just me and Heather and Reese as a group.
There
the
was
three.
a minute there where Eric couldn't see me, so I was just,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
contemplating if I should just go sit with Reese.
No, whenever
That would make it worse.
Whenever
I mean, I
you
wouldn't
guys
say the
whenever
word.
you guys reconnect, it does take some time before it catches up to
Okay.
where I can see you. So if you reconnect and I'm not acknowledging, then that's why. But it always ends up popping up for me. But yeah, the three of you for the chat. If you guys are watching, yeah, Heather, Chris, and Reese are having all kinds of problems connecting to each other.
It's Texas. We go big or go home.
Doesn't seem like it's gonna get fixed tonight, which is a huge bummer.
When we break, I'll restart my computer and see if maybe that helps.
Yeah, I think
I don't
Heather and Reese both tried that, but yeah, who knows?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll all try.
Reese is gonna go to her.
I'll kick everyone out. Oh, that's not a bad idea, yeah. Although he won't be able to hear, will he?
No. Hi, Reese. This is all I'm gonna see of Reese tonight.
Yep. So yeah, Undril is basically not like angry, but a little apprehensive that you guys are taking on this mission.
Okay, I'll try to assuage her and just kind of explain that, like,
Type what you're saying.
yeah.
I know it's gonna be a challenge, but it's
Well,
I'll pass
convince
Christopher type.
yeah,
Undril.
yeah.
We need funds and supplies for the trip.
This is like an old school text adventure. I use lockpick on self.
That's right.
You shove the lockpick into your nose, destroy your brain.
Yeah, I'll tell her that we're that's still the plan, but Reese is gonna come there to sit there.
Just figured out, yeah. I like how he left his actual like webcam on the other one too.
Iris.
Should I just come down there with you,
I
dear?
can't hear Rochelle now, but it looks like she's talking.
Well, I think they were muted.
Yeah.
I think he's giving some sort of white power symbol. Is that correct?
I don't see the mute symbol on them, but I don't hear them anymore.
I don't
they
hear
were
mine either.
muted.
I
They
think
look like they're
yeah, you
laughing
guys are muted.
hilariously.
This stream has gone completely off the rails.
Oh.
They're cracking up, but I can't hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, is your mute mic'd?
Is your
Your
mic-
mic's muted.
I see the little symbol now that says they're muted.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on, let's
Um,
try to read her lips. Whoa.
Trying to mouth it.
Undril seems slightly placated
Ha ha ha.
and kind of nods slowly.
This is whack.
Are you convincing it that you all need to go to the fort, or that
Yeah.
you
I
need
don't
supplies to the
necessarily
fort, or
want
that
her
she needs
come
to get
with.
supplies? Yeah.
No,
She doesn't seem
us.
like she wants to.
Right, and I tell her this isn't her type of mission. This isn't really something she wants to be involved in. I'll just tell her that
Telling her to get
this
supplies.
Is, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll tell her that we need to.
It's a jungle.
You know what? I'll tell her. I'll tell her that
Whatever.
part of the reason we need to go to this fort is because of this bad mercenary group, the Flaming Fists or whatever their name is.
Chris is saying that part of the you're not typing, Chris.
I can't type.
Well, I have to repeat everything you say now. I'm like the
Telling you,
translator.
just call each other.
Oh my god.
I could call Chris and just put him on speakerphone so I could hear him.
Just do a conference call.
I mean, ideally, next time I will try to have some kind of Skype backup plan. I just did not think to have any of that set up in my system since I started doing this again. I haven't had Roll20 fail us. Actually, I don't remember if Roll20 failing us this badly since we went back to it like halfway through our last campaign. In terms of not being able to connect to one another.
Now Reese and Rochelle are sleeping.
I think they're still trying to reconnect.
This is a great game of D&D.
A writ of passage.
So you're telling Undril she needs to get supplies for the...
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
We need to acquire
Yeah,
writ of passage
like-
from this fort.
she needs to.
Meanwhile, you should get supplies.
Okay.
Just convince her it's part of the journey.
Yeah,
is going
start
up- is
finding
going to
the
this fort and
vendors for the
accomplishing
supplies,
whatever
making sure we can get enough supplies for like 10 days or whatever. However long it'll take us to get to Camp Righteous.
She asks... She seems accepting of that, but she asked point blank if you were going to be leaving tomorrow.
No. You can't get 10 days of supplies in a single day. And I'm not missing out on riding a damn dinosaur.
No, I'll tell her there's one
Celeste does not want to
last,
miss dinosaur racing, is what she's saying.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell her there is one last source of funds we need to shore up before we go on this expedition.
Crest is saying there's one last source of funds they need.
And I'm referring to the races.
Okay.
He's referring to the races.
Referring to the races.
Uh,
She seems... Gotta go to the races. She seems placated, but still very apprehensive and not a fan of this, but she does seem... And she obviously does not want to go with you all, but she will say that she will remain in town, basically, and try to get what supplies she can.
damn right she will.
That's true. We should... Well, yeah, we should use Discord. I should look at that as an option, too. Now I'm gonna start looking at backup options.
Eric, do we need? Well, yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I was gonna say, do we need our faces? Can we just do a voice call at this point? Although I don't know if.
I mean,
I don't know
the
if
problem
that's
is I don't have
really
any of that set up in my
stream-wise.
streaming software. Like, I'd have to go in and
Right.
change all those and do all that, and I mean,
All the audio settings. And all
yeah,
that
yeah,
jazz,
I just don't have any of that part set up. Like, if I did, then I
Right.
could just switch to that. Like you had at one point for, doing Skype. But I should have that. I just haven't because I haven't thought to have a backup plan. So
we haven't had this problem in a long time.
not nearly to this degree. So this is just kind of exposing the fact that I just did not have a backup streaming plan if Roll20 video chat was not working. So yeah, I would definitely look at something like Discord or whatever else to do that. But I mean, maybe even during the break I can try to do it. But
Should we take like a 15-minute one and you can See it now? 'Cause, I mean, it's not conducive if we're about to go into a battle when we can't all talk to each other.
Huh. We can't see you.
We can see everyone. Can't see. Yeah.
Ah.
I don't. Does everybody have Discord? I mean, I don't even know if they have that. Everybody has that set up. I just don't know what the right. This is a disaster.
This is a new set of problems because now I can't see Rochelle either.
Welcome to 2018, everybody.
Yeah, her camera and mic has not come back since Reese left.
I can see her just fine. You probably need to reconnect.
Can you?
Yeah, I can see Reese. He was like a floating head behind her for a while.
All right, I will try reconnecting. I'm definitely not going to move it to tomorrow night. I'd rather just try and get something else going. So maybe... God damn it, Roll20.
We need that thing where you can pop up. We're sorry, we're expecting technical difficulties.
I mean, yeah.
please wait with us.
Yeah.
And it's like the little guy with the hammer just like running. Or like the Google dinosaur game that pops up whenever your page doesn't load.
Does everybody have Discord or Skype? Do you want to try one of those? 'Cause I can try and just whip something up if I just kind of go to a break screen for a second.
I mean, I think we all still have Skype, don't we?
All right, I can try to do. Let's take a quick break, and I'm just gonna try to figure out. And let's just try to switch. And it might look really bad, but at least because this doesn't seem like we're actually able to do this.
Yeah.
So I'm making an executive decision here.
The game of telephone is...
Let's go downstairs and make sure he doesn't throw his computer out a window.
Everyone in the chat. Mine works fine for my end. Mine's been running just great. So I'm gonna turn off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the audio and just put it on the break screen, and we are gonna be still on live and hopefully fix this stuff. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I think we're back now. Can y'all talk for a second? Let me make sure I'm capturing that audio.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes. Alright, so unfortunately, I can't capture the Skype window, so we're just not going to have video for the rest of the session. But we do have audio now, which is good.
Is Raymond here? I haven't heard him yet.
Oh, that's
Yes.
true.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he's living.
I'm
Yeah, he's here.
working on it.
I could do monitor capture, but
then it won't capture. Well, just to look at.
no, that wouldn't work because then I'll be constantly switching to my notes on Google, and I've got too many.
Oh yeah.
I'm having to switch back and forth. I can't keep this window up. Yep, it's basically a podcast.
Slow clap.
I don't think there's any other way for me to add this window on here.
That's awesome.
Audio. All right. Well, everybody can hear each other now, so there you go.
There you go.
We'll roll with that. Why?
Great.
Why?
That's great.
Uh-oh.
Just paste that in the corner.
There you go.
Here's us.
All right. Where were we? Holy crap!
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening right now.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we're gonna stick with audio for sure. We've got audio. All right. I think that's why we couldn't use the new Skype before, because I don't think it would capture that window, and that is the problem indeed.
I think that might have been a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Roka is saying you guys can go to Fort Beluarian this morning, free of charge. Undril is not happy about it, but she's willing to stay behind and procure supplies while you all go with him on the Brazen Pegasus to go to Fort Beluarian. That is the catch-up to the 5 minutes of content that has aspired in however long we've been doing this. 45 minutes, according to my thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be a little behind on what I tracked for today's session, but
Not under behind.
behind, yeah. I can plan for a
Overbit.
lot, but not technical difficulties. So yeah, that's where we're at. Put you
All right. Yeah. So we told Undril that she should go get supplies. The ship's paid for. And we're ready to go. I guess.
You
I really
tell
want to
me.
know how he paid for that shit.
Yeah, you.
Wait. Do we have to pay the demon turtle?
No.
not leaving.
Okay.
That's only if you're entering or exiting the bay, and you guys are actually going to stay in the bay. I can move you over to that map, but and you guys get to the docks, and Ordame is happy to see you all, and doesn't provide any details on what kind of deal has been struck, but she seems like she's in a good mood and willing to shepherd you all to Fort Beluarian. And she mentions that this is not like it's not like a hostile location. Like, it's not like they shoot people on sight for approaching. In fact, adventurers or all sorts of people just come to the fort and actually use that as their like base camp to then go out of instead of Fort Nyanzaru. So it's a legitimate place where people can journey there and get supplies and everything that's there. So it's essentially open to the public.
But are they a mercenary group, or are they like a group of paladins? What were they again? The guys who actually own the fort?
Yeah, the Flaming Fist is
a
mercenary group that works for the Lord's Alliance, specifically for Baldur's Gate, the city of Baldur's Gate. The
Right.
Lord's Alliance is basically just a collection of like city-states, and these ones work for Baldur's Gate specifically. And what they've done, from what your knowledge is they basically just kind of showed up here and laid claim to Chult. And claim this land in the name of Baldur's Gate and all that. And so they're using there as like a fort of, like a hub for people exploring from them. But they require everybody to purchase a charter of exploration in order to explore, quote unquote. Their
Right. Okay. That's the thing that I insinuated that Ruka needs to steal for us if he's going to be stealing documents from the fort.
Yes. And he does not have much intel about the fort itself. He's never been there. He just knows it's open during the day, and that if they're going to find any kind of intel, he probably needs to get into somewhere that people aren't supposed to get into.
Right. All right. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think you guys
I guess.
all should have long rested from last night. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh,
and
yeah, let's make sure I did.
You all should be able to... Let's see, where's my macro button?
You don't know.
I think we did. I think we all long rested.
Yeah, everybody's good to go. Alright, yep, you guys get on the ship, and it takes, you know, like, first thing in the morning, you guys leave off, and you probably end up eating lunch on the ship, and then probably just after lunch, so it takes probably, you know, half a day, maybe not quite half a day, to get close. Do you have any preference about where you land or anything? Because Ortome just says we'll go to this usual like landing spot where people, where they ferry people to and fro to this kind of landing area.
I think
That
that'll be good
works.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah. During the journey, I will pull Ortome aside and just sort of say to her like, I assume you're getting paid for this trip, yes?
She nods and says that it's all been taken care of. That's all she'll mention.
Can I roll an insight check on that answer?
Sure. Also added Roka as a party NPC.
Okay. 12. That's great.
Yeah, you can't quite tell what that means, but she doesn't seem upset. If anything, she seems kind of pleased with the arrangement. So,
Alright.
maybe whatever transpired, it seems to work out, maybe mutually beneficial or something.
Okay. Just want to make sure they didn't, like, kidnap her child or something.
Right, no,
Forcing her
yeah,
to-
she doesn't appear to be upset at all.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys anchor about half a mile off the beach. You already see like another ship nearby with rowboats going back and forth, carrying like supplies. All the people have uniforms on. The ship has the flag of Baldur's Gate, as well as the Lord's Alliance, just like a crown symbol. And the beach landing is basically just a bunch of kind of log buildings, and it's just little more than a way station for people getting off the boat, and then there's just a trail that leads up. You don't see the fort from the beach, basically. You just see this well-traveled road, although it doesn't appear like anybody. There's like no active guards here, basically.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a landing.
Yeah, just a landing. And you guys can get off on the rowboat. It's you, 5 plus Roka, so you probably end up taking like 2 rowboats down there. Now, Ortome says that she'll be here for the rest of the day. And then she kind of looks at you and says, but beyond that, like, I don't know what your business in the fort is. It's none of my business. But
Just keep the engine running.
yeah. It's like, and she basically says, I can't stay here, days and days and days, but I'll definitely give you the day at least, and hopefully you guys can come back by tonight. She's like, I believe you had business back in the city tomorrow, so I'm thinking we'll be back tonight. She kind of says, hopefully. It seems like whatever arrangement she had, she definitely wasn't for like multiple days or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll be
Why?
back.
After dusk.
You got a hot date?
She's
With
like,
a
"Look,
dinosaur.
Yeah, we traveled all this way, and none of my crew are terribly eager to be back on the sea, although at least it's not. At least we don't have to deal with Arameg again.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be why she was more copacetic to dealing this little jaunt, because it didn't involve actually leaving the bay.
Right. I don't want to deal with that dragon turtle again either.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Are there people around? Are we worried about these rowboats? Like, we're just leaving rowboats on the beach here.
Yeah, I mean, there's already like some on there you can see. Like people have like tied up. There's like there's not a dock, but there's definitely like stumps and ropes, and like you can tell people do anchor their shit here.
Okay.
But it's also not meant for like, you know, days and days. You can tell like boats typically like ferry. If people are gonna stay and then go out to Cholt, like usually they'll have people ferry the boats back and forth themselves. So, did you guys want to specifically have crew like ferry the boats back and then forth? But for now, Ortome is like just trust you. Like, hey, as long as you guys are gonna come back, you can just take the boats yourselves.
I think we want to keep the rowboats there in case we have to make a quick exit.
Yeah. Quick getaway.
Hop on those rowboats and row away.
They're slowly rowing away.
Can't catch us. We're in rowboats. So yeah, I guess we're okay. We'll just leave them there then.
Okay.
That's.
Yep. Nobody working at the landing seems to pay you much mind. Maybe a few eyebrows raised when they see the Triton, but even the turtle, like people have seen turtles before here, so your group is definitely noticed. Like people kind of nod at you and things like that. But you get the feeling that this area is kind of used to seeing the swarthy
How much
adventuring
side-eye am I
type.
getting?
Yeah, a little bit of side-eye, a little bit.
I'll ask Roka like what he thinks the plan here should be. Like, how should we play this? Are we pretending to be something else, or are we just? Is it normal for just traveling adventurers to come to this fort?
He says it is, and he says that the plan would be like adventurers like come here all the time, and they welcome them because they want adventurers to come in and purchase a chart of exploration. Because if you're going to explore Cholt, according to them, you need to do it like on official, Lord's Alliance business.
Right.
And so they welcome that. They have people come in and do that. So if you're just there, like that's basically the only alibi he says that you would need. And specifically, adventurers even come here and for that explicit purpose. Now, he says he doesn't know like what the resistance is here, what the security level is, or any of that. But he would notice that obviously what he would look for is something that is going to be probably behind a closed door or something where he needs to sneak around or snoop. And he's just saying, at that point, if you guys can form some kind of distraction or, do something, put your skills, use your skills in a way that can get me into where I need to go, that would be the plan. The less time we spend there, the better.
All right, we got distractions. What are our options? Bagpipe concert, wild bear. We can make out. Wild bear attack. We got plenty of distraction options.
Wild bear attack happened after the making out.
It's Durin.
It's the making out with the wild bear
Yeah, that's what that's.
while
Be
someone plays the
consensual
bagpipes.
With your bear making out.
That'd be quite the scene.
That
Don't
sounds distracting.
judge me.
It's eating your face. This is my kink. Don't kink shame me.
It's like getting an extreme tattoo.
At this point, Roka starts looking a little worried. Like maybe he made a bad decision bringing you all along.
Distraction's a distraction, my friend.
Yeah.
I would be staying behind Roka because I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
I like that. Because I don't either. I assume he's here to. I assume he's here to do what he says: steal documents and get evidence for his the Zentarum. But I also wouldn't put it past him to if he
Leave us here to die.
If he does something bad, pin it on us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're here, we're the obvious, we're the noticeable people. Any shit he does could be easily pinned on us.
Yeah,
So that's my
mind
frame going into this.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna stay on his butt.
Okay.
Is it at least a good-looking butt?
Oh yeah, he's a good-looking dude. Remember, Mannix practically fell in love with him. So.
Yeah. Mannix and Gillian had real trouble with him last night.
Yeah,
It was.
he's a good guy. It takes you.
Mannix and Gillian had a long fight about it last night.
Trouble in paradise.
Let me take a look at him.
My God. It's a couple miles. It's a couple of miles trek up this road. It does appear to be well traveled, but nobody is currently traveling on it. When you guys get close, you see the flag of Baldur's Gate flies over the wooden stockade. The whole structure of the fort sits atop a 10-foot hillock, the sides of which are shaved vertically to make them steep and difficult to climb. The fort's main gate faces west, which is where you guys are approaching. On the east side of the stockade, a tall keep holds a commanding view of the surrounding wilderness. I will take you to the map. You guys are here.
Oh, there we go.
That is what Roka looks like.
Okay.
Devilishly handsome.
Even better than I imagined.
I'm back here with him.
Okay.
I'm now his shadow.
Yeah. So the gates are open. You do see guards patrolling along, and these are clearly not Chultan guards. They're not dressed like the garb that you saw in Port Nyanzaru, for example. They look like they are from the Sword Coast. They are dressed in like traditional like guards outfit, and the way they like look and carry themselves and everything tells you that they are like not from here.
They're Sword Coast folks.
Yep.
Okay.
With that, I'll pull like whatever little cowl or whatever I have over my head a little further, so people don't see as much of me.
Okay.
All right.
After you.
Yeah.
You're all trudging up there.
Another city to go in.
It's less a city. It's more of a fort.
There are
There's wood, at least.
I'll mention there are very, very few. It's like this one and one other one that's actually a 10-foot map that's subdivided, so that's why you're seeing the tiny tokens. Most of the maps in this campaign, as a side note for anybody watching and you guys also, most of the maps are 5-foot maps. This is one of the few that's actually a 10-foot that has the subdivision for 5, so that's why you guys are super tiny on this map, but
Yeah.
oh well. The guards are watching you, but they're not like, doing anything particularly.
Okay.
They're just kind of noticing you.
Okay, they're just noticing us as we come through.
Correct.
All right, let's walk on in then.
Yep. You walk in this kind of inner part, and you can see, obviously this is where the ladder is that leads up to the ramparts here. And then you just see a man over here with a bunch of blacksmith tools, just kind of hammering away. And just a bunch of like weapons and armors and supplies right here, just a whole blacksmith corner.
As I pass underneath, I cast Druidcraft.
Okay.
Set the fort on fire.
What does that do? Yeah.
I must make it really smelly for the guards as I pass under.
Oh man. All right.
Just like massive BO rising up.
Yeah. Hear someone saying, "Oh, that's dwarves for you."
Promoting racism.
Yeah.
That's Theron. He's a self-hating dwarf.
Dwarves are smelly. Why am I smelly?
As you walk further in, you see that the first thing you see are just a series of like look like storefronts and stalls, like a lot of colorful pennants and flags and advertisements and all that. And it's a bazaar like right in the middle of the fort, along with maybe a dozen or dozen and a half people just kind of milling about. People are selling goods, buying goods. But it's just from what you can tell, just a bunch of merchants right in the middle. Before you all can step forward, an imposing woman in full plate armor, wearing a perpetual scowl, approaches you all. this woman. She carefully sizes each of you up and says, "My name is Gruta Halsdotter. I am Castellan of Fort Beluarian. I impose the rules here. The gates are open, as you've seen, and we welcome explorers into the fort to pick up any supplies they need for exploring the jungle. Assuming, of course, they purchase an official charter of exploration, as these jungles have been claimed by the Lord's Alliance."
What is the name of the Undrill's group?
The Order of the Gauntlet.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell her like yes. We're not necessarily explorers per se, but we are here to explore our options.
How much is this charter?
Are you asking that?
Yeah.
Okay. The charter will cost you 50 gold pieces.
Jesus, that's more than our guide.
We need to know that the explorers in this region are serious for their service to the Lord's Alliance. She looks at you all meaningfully.
I'll ask her. Are you familiar with the Order of the Gauntlet?
She nods. Yes?
Are they part of your Lord's Alliance?
She shakes her head. No. We have worked with them in the past. They can be good people. They can also be self-righteous zealots. But for us, you purchase a charter, we're good.
Is there such thing as a group discount?
Yeah, is a charter a per person thing or is it a group thing?
She says that you register your group.
Okay. Okay. Question then.
She sighs.
Did the Order of the Gauntlet members who went down the river set up their own fort? Were they buyers of one of these writs?
She narrows her eyes and says, "No. They did not. They have not been sanctioned by the Lord's Alliance."
So, then what are your feelings on this Camp Righteous?
She seems a little taken aback by this line of questioning, and she kind of furrows her brow and looks at you a little more harder than she would have before. Says, "We are not in open conflict with them. These lands are still under some dispute. We claim specifically, right now, the region between the Mistcliff and Kitcher's Inlet. The Camp Righteous lies farther south. But conflict may arise in the future when we expand our influence.
So long as we don't explore in your area, we don't need your writ then.
We recommend all who do, as we send our own parties out throughout the jungle. And they demand anyone exploring have the charter, or they answer to us.
Including
But if
Camp
you
Righteous?
We will deal with them.
Perhaps
Yeah,
you need some help dealing with them.
Who are you?
We're just people doing jobs.
She kind of snorts. I see.
We came here with a member of the Order of the Gauntlet. We have an open contract with them to find this Camp Righteous. They're having some trouble, apparently. But when we show up here, we find out that you are, in fact, the woman in charge.
I am
Large and
not.
in charge.
Commander Porter is in charge of Fort Beluarian. I am the Castellan.
Okay. Good to know. He's like jotting stuff down in the book.
Yeah. If you are out of order in the fort, you will deal with me. You do not want to deal with me. She rests her hand on her massive sword by her side.
All right, I'll just nod to her and say, like, good to know. Like I said, we're exploring our options. Lots of different ways a person looking for work might find their way around this type of island, I imagine.
All options start with purchasing a charter. Will you purchase a charter here?
Well, not all options. Seems to my mind there's plenty of folks out in this jungle right now that don't have your charter. Most of them seem to be part of this Order of the Gauntlet.
If you have not come here for that, you have come to the wrong place then. At this point, she starts kind of taking a couple steps towards you at this point. Roka's like, God damn it, what are you doing?
Maybe, maybe not.
We need to get in there. Stop.
Like I said, we're just exploring options. We might be good friends for you to have.
What's the purpose of the charter again? Like, why is they charging 50 gold for that?
It's an admission fee to keep up the maintenance.
Of the town?
You haven't asked specifically.
Okay. Do you keep the jungle?
We are working on fighting back against the hordes of undead and monstrosities that are ravaging the jungle. These are still wild, dangerous lands.
Can I whisper into Roka's ear that while they're talking to the Castellan, this might be a good time to slink away?
Roka glances up at the mini guards now very intently watching this conversation unfold. And he's like, this is the worst possible spot to try to slink away. We haven't even made it inside the fort yet. Like, properly. This
Never
asshole's
too
gonna
bad.
get us either murdered or kicked out. He's referring to Mannix.
I'm gonna go start perusing the wares then.
Blacksmith just nods at you all. He seems very interested in just keeping to his word.
Hand him my dagger. Say, can you sharpen this?
I'll just say, we don't have 50 gold.
Says,
Yes.
says if you do
But
not...
we do have.
We do have
Our-
services.
We have services. Yeah.
Roka's practically
certain set of
crying. He's
skills.
like, God damn it.
It sounds like the only thing you do is fight back the undead, which I can assure you we do also. Now, if you did something useful, like preserve the jungle or help others, that'd be different. But all you do is set a foothold where you don't belong, and then cry when you get attacked by the natives.
We're all about to die.
She narrows her eyes and walks forward and kind of gestures to another guard next to her, and that one walks up and she says, I think it is time you left.
Done. Theron turns to leave. Darren doesn't really care. He wants to get out of here anyway. So.
This place is bullshit. Time to
She
leave.
did technically just say you. She didn't say all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hand the blacksmith my sword now and see if he'll sharpen that for me.
He doesn't seem like he's interested in that. He looks like he's a man who's like witnessing a fight and just intensely interested in his work right now. Like, he just seems like he's incredibly awkward by this whole exchange.
I'm offering him work.
He
Jingle
keeps,
my coin purse at him.
closed himself off to the world.
I'll say, we don't mean you any
You look
harm.
around, you see the guards have like subtly shifted stances now and appear to be more on like active awares. They do all appear to be armed with crossbows as well.
We don't mean any harm, ma'am. From what I can tell, we're all on the same side. I'm just trying to get a good sense of your place here in the jungle, and the Order's place here in the jungle, and how we might reconcile the two.
We reconcile it by purchasing a charter of exploration. She seems just exasperated at this point.
There,
You do
love
not
it,
have the
goodness,
money.
lady.
You do not have a use for us.
For the love of goodness, lady, we're actually just visiting Port Nyanzara, and they told us to come here for the shopping. We're not going into your stupid jungle now. Get out of our way.
You cannot afford charter. You cannot afford to shop here.
I'm just gonna jingle
wait, so
my
the
purse at her.
charter is also an entrance to your fort itself?
You said you did not have money for the charter.
No, we said we didn't have 50 gold. You didn't ask how much money we had. And technically, Theron said he didn't have 50 gold.
Alright, at this point she sighs and starts gesturing for the guards to say, I do not want them here. Get them out.
We don't want you here.
And the guards now start lowering their crossbows at all of you. Say, this one just kind of walks up to you all. Says,
Oops.
You all seem like you're the... Seem like you need to be here right now. Roka is muttering a string of profanities behind you all under his
I don't know what he wants. I'll turn to him like, what do you want out of us?
God
We're
damn,
gonna talk
just
to this
say
lady.
you're gonna fucking buy a charter. But at this point, the guard is like, pointing you all back. So he just starts like flipping up his hands and walking back.
All
Does,
right.
does he have the money for it?
Yeah. Roka, do you have 50 gold on you?
Just fucking say you're gonna buy it. Don't tell him how much gold. At this point, he's just like leaving.
I'm actually genuinely confused. Like, does she want 50 gold now? That's what I was thinking. Does she not want the money right now?
She doesn't look like she had the charter on her.
Okay. When exactly would we have to buy this charter from you? I'm confused on your rules.
Like you meet with the commander in the keep to buy the charter. She has to evaluate you.
Maybe we should have started with that, ma'am.
That's called bearing the
He's
lead,
like,
lady.
This line of questioning seems to be getting none of us anywhere.
The line of questioning is to make sure I allow you into the keep. And right now, I am not inclined to do that.
Why not? Don't we seem like capable people to you?
You just see like steam coming out of her ears.
I'm gonna have to buy this stupid charter, aren't I?
I mean, as far as money goes, if we need to get 50 gold, we can get 50 gold. That's not the problem, ma'am. Problem is simply sussing each other out, getting to know each other.
Indeed.
That's all we're trying to do here.
I have gotten to know you very well now.
And you've decided we're not good for the money?
That seems to be the case.
Celeste will be severely aggravated by this, and she's giving Mannix
Well,
the worst side eye.
She doesn't even want the money now. I don't know.
At this point, she is like kicking you guys out.
Alright. I don't have to pay her.
Okay, I'll leave.
I'm gonna like pull out 50 gold in my hand and just make sure she sees it and be like, oh, okay then. And put it back in my purse.
There you go.
Make sure you tell the commander that you lost out on 50 gold for the order as I turn and walk away.
She doesn't appear to say anything. She's just staring you all down.
That went well. I think that went really well.
All right, let's get into the jungle. We don't need these people.
Roka's like, what the fuck?
Come with us or shut up. I don't care.
All right, look.
Wait,
There's
come with
gotta
us
be-
and shut up or leave.
There's got to be another entry to this place, right? No fort just has a front entrance. Maybe we can try to just get in some other way. It's
What
gonna
was
be,
Roka looking
it's
for?
gonna be a little more trickier now, but
Go ahead and take a walk around the fort. Just, taking the sights. Does it look like, from where we're at, does it look like there's guards like all around the edges of the fort, like going around?
in terms of on the walls,
Yeah, like
yes.
looking out over the.
Yeah. They're pretty spaced apart. But there does appear to be like, a guard every once in a while.
How big is a giant spider?
Is a large.
How much does this spider weigh? Just kidding.
40 stone. I don't know what that means.
So I'm going to ask Roka where he thought he was going to go to find the evidence he was looking for.
He shrugs and says, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm assuming in that keep somewhere.
So you don't even know which office to begin with.
I would probably try to find the commander's office. And search
Oh,
there.
Lord, dude, you need to learn how to plan better.
It's like, hey, I haven't been out here yet. I'm still trying to secure a group to travel, and didn't know a ship would be so agreeable to coming out here.
I'm gonna wander around towards the north of the keep.
Okay.
I can't
What-
be
what
around
are these-
Roka right now.
What are these two buildings here up front? Are they maybe just outhouses or something?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
Like,
Now, can I see guards on the walls where I'm at?
yes. Yeah, when you look up, you see,
Okay.
like, one or two guards per, like, wall section, essentially.
Alright.
Yeah, and this hill is about a 10-foot hill right here, and then obviously it goes up into the fort's even higher than that. But yeah, you can see like a guard's head every once in a while, kind of walking back and forth.
Okay. Is this where I'm at right now? Is this something in the wall?
You see like smoke coming out, so you think that might be a building right there.
Okay. Can I try to investigate it? To see what kind of building?
Sure. You can't really see from your point of view. Like I mean, it looks like a large-ish building right here next to the wall that's got
Okay.
smoke pouring out of it.
I'll start walking to the south.
At one point, you hear a
Going
voice call
further
out to
there.
you, Theron, that's like, hey, you lost down there?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Well, if you're trying to get in the fort, the entrance is on the west side.
Already been inside. Don't care to go back.
He just kind of shrugs and like watches you amusedly.
Alright.
The south end, I'll try to walk just as far away from the keep as I can.
Okay.
Is there a place like going around the keep? Like I know the guards are kind of up at the top, but is there like a shadowy like overhang that I can try to get up under so people don't see me as I'm wandering around the outside of the keep?
I'm thinking your best bet might be to try to get up like right up next to the walls themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like use the
You'd have to roll a.
shadows of the.
I'd make you
How
roll
high?
a stealth check to try to get there without being seen. Like try to like time it to where guards aren't like looking or something. to try to like scramble up this hill and then get close to the walls before somebody turns around.
How high is the
Okay.
wall?
The fort wall or the hill?
Both.
The hill is 10 feet high, and the fort is probably a similar like story high.
And what is this entrance here?
Oh my lord, this is a nightmare, by the way, for me. You guys are fucking separated.
You're welcome.
Are you? So you're on the north end, or wait, where did you go?
South side.
Oh,
I'm on the
Jesus.
south now.
You went all the way around. All right. Holy crap, George's in the... Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Theron, you find a gate on the south side. This gate appears to be... It doesn't have, like, ramparts on it, like, guarding, but the gate is shut.
Okay, so there are no guards near it?
There's no guards on it at the moment. It's just a closed gate.
Okay, and what are these? Are these buildings right here?
Yeah, they're kind of like, you're not sure if they're changing rooms or, you know, like the outhouse-type facilities there.
Okay. Can I peek into them?
Sure, yeah, they're unlocked. They appear to be like sort of closet/bathrooms, like mud room kind of stuff.
All right, I'll tell Mannix about the door. Doesn't seem to be any guards there. I say we set fire to the wall on the other side and sneak in.
You do notice that obviously a wall right here. There's a guard patrolling, like on that wall. There's just no guard, like literally over the door itself.
Like so like are there? What are the circular parts? Are those like parapets where there are guards, or there aren't guards on those?
I mean, they are parapets where a guard could just patrol in there and along with their wall section.
Okay.
Guards
we
appear
do see
to be
like
actively patrolling and not like stationed. If that makes sense. Like there's nobody just like standing there. These are patrolling guards. I'm just not gonna move their tokens around, you know, constantly.
I can set fire to the north if you guys want to sneak in through the south.
a fire? That seems intense.
Roka's just like, holy crap, I picked the wrong group.
Or I can change into a giant spider and distract them that way. Whichever.
I mean, they probably have the same effect. Just a bunch of guards running over to that side.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Sound good?
Does it look like, from where I'm at currently, does it look like that gate has like a lock on it?
I mean, it's a giant fucking gate, so no, it doesn't have like a little clamp or anything on it. You would presume that it is just barred from the other side, like with giant, you know, wooden bar or something, or steel. I mean, you're not sure, but that's usually how these giant gates are locked.
Okay, so we'd have to, if we're going to go in that way, we'd have to get over the door somehow.
Probably use a rope or something.
Yeah, I think I've got a grappling hook, I think. I do have 50 feet of rope. Okay, actually, I have pittons. Those are good for climbing.
I played Uncharted. I remember pittons.
Yeah. All right, so one of us could climb over and open the door from the other side and let the rest of us in, and then we can just close the gate back up.
Wait, so is there a lock or no?
No, we think there's a bar on the other side. Someone's gonna have to like raise the bar. Okay. I sort of motion to the rest of the group. Let's huddle behind these buildings over here, so we can all be nearby but out of sight of like guards.
I keep Roka with me by like just grabbing him by the collar.
Okay. He seems just out of sorts at this point. Like he is like, oh no, this is not at all how I thought this was gonna go. So he normally would be incensed at that, but he seems actually like a little like mentally dazed, so he kind of goes along with it.
Okay.
Try one.
Okay, so the plan currently, what would climbing like using pittons to climb over the over a door, would that be a dexterity check or a strength? What would that require?
Another option is someone else do the distraction, and I can change to a spider and climb over pretty easy.
I have a jar of alchemist fire. We can just like set it off on one side.
Yeah, Roga just starts silently weeping.
I like the giant spider
He's
idea.
like,
That's
sure, sure, the fire spider. Just sure, that's fine.
Fire spider.
Of course, that's
While
probably
he's upset, can I pick his pocket?
so. Someone would have to make the main distraction, far away, and then a couple people have to make smaller distractions near the gate, so I can, climb over as a giant spider without attracting guards.
Without aggroing the entire fort.
Yeah.
And then we go from there. All right, let's do it.
Seriously though, can I pick his pocket?
No.
Come on! I've had
Uh,
good decks for a reason, man.
Where are all of you right now? Do you all want to be in the south side? Like, I can move tokens around if you need me to. This is a big map.
Go ahead and move Gillian over. She's not here right now.
Okay.
Yeah, where did they go?
Everybody seemed to be meeting in the south side at this point.
Come here, Roka.
Yeah. I don't know where the hell George is.
He's on the right side, I think.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Alright. You've all done a thorough investigation of this fort, and you found that the only other entrance is this one on the south side that appears to be much more lightly guarded than the front, but is not open.
Okay.
Have any other ideas?
I've got a flask of oil to start the fire.
I think Heather said she had alchemist fire.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep, I still have that jar of alchemist fire. And then after I throw it and make sure that the fort is on fire, I can just stealth and hide in the jungle right there and wake my way back around to you.
Now, this is a vial of... It explodes into a little bit of fire with like a 5-foot raise or something?
Yeah, but he's also got a flask of oil.
Okay.
Like
It'll start
Molotov.
a fire, and it may be we give it a little bit of time. You just start the fire on the set the. This is wood. These walls are wood, right? Like
Yes.
wood posts.
Yeah.
We can start the fire and
Let it go from there.
let it go. Yeah, let it take care of itself.
Actually, I won't.
Fires take
I
care of
won't
themselves.
use my jar of alchemist fire. I'll just use my candles that I'm apparently carrying. I'll just set a candle right next to each wood thing. It'll take a few minutes, but wood will finally catch.
You can use the oil and help it along.
Yeah. I'll douse the wood in the oil and then set my candle right next to it. Watch it go.
Okay, and the assumption then would be that the guards go to that side of the north side of the fort.
To try to set it out.
And then once we see there's no guards, Theron turns into a giant spider, climbs over it, gets the other side, unlocks the door, and we all go inside and figure it out from there. Is that what we're looking at?
What it sounds like. Please don't let me fail my rolls. Please don't let me fail my rolls.
Alright. Let's do it.
Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm assuming there's like some jungle close to where we are.
Some jungle?
Yeah. Like surrounding the fort?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, it looks like it's been pretty cleared away. Like when they built
I
this
was kidding.
fort, I mean, there's jungle here, but you're probably like, half a mile or something away from when, like, actual dense jungle begins.
I just need, like, a tree line type of a thing.
I mean,
Like, somewhere where I could hide in the shadows of the trees.
Yeah, they built this fort specifically so people couldn't fucking jump out of the jungle and attack this fort.
Oh, that kind of changes my plan here, people.
Well, if you're
They
stealthing
clearly
along the
have a
edge-
pretty good sight line of a lot on this fort from these walls.
Alright, I'll try to see if I can't just get close enough without a guard noticing me getting close to the building. Just stealth along the edge of it.
Yeah, you can roll a stealth check to try and... There you go. And the way I'll flavor it here, you're not really hiding so much as you are just kind of like timing and moving according to like where they're moving and all that. Where you stay like out of their like vision cone.
Yep, just gonna go around this way. Before I leave, though, I did like a little like side eye, like head nod towards Roka to Mannix, like keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah.
Just gonna do. My light little drow feet. I don't know what I'm exactly on the other side, so I'm gonna get, like, here. That seems far enough away, right? DM extraordinaire?
You seem pretty far, yeah.
Okay.
Can use the measuring. Each one of these looks like it's about 80, 90 feet of wall. So,
I'm a good little distance away then.
yeah.
Alright. Well. So, my wonderful flasks of oil. I have 2 of them. And I know how fire works thanks to Mythbusters. Air combustion material ratios. So I will use the flasks of oil to kind of dampen the bottom of the wood outskirts, but then I will also splash it higher, so that way as the flames grow, they will then catch higher up as well too. So it's not just a solid flame at the bottom. So it's like the flames, as they lick up, they can catch oil and the gas smell higher up and burn higher as well.
Roll another stealth check for me.
I don't want to do. I had a 22. How about 24?
Okay.
He's like cursing us right now. His jovial spirit went out the door as soon as we got kicked out of the... We're setting his map on fire again.
Find a fire token.
Alright, so once I use both flasks of oil to do this, so that way I get a nice big wide spread, I will spread out the 5 candles along that spread, so that way it's not just one fire, it's 5 fires.
Spread out the 5 candles.
I have 5 candles,
Uh-huh.
and I had 2 flasks of oil, so as I'm splashing everything around, you know, it's got like 90 feet of space here.
What are you doing with the candles?
I'm using the candles to start the fire. I'm going to light a candle next to where I just spread oil, and the flame of the candle will ignite the oil.
Okay.
I think our DM is confused.
I don't know what the candle's for. If you can start a fire, why... Okay. You're lighting a candle and using the candle to light the thing. Okay.
Like timed? Like so
Yeah.
the fire doesn't start immediately?
Mm-hmm. And then, but I'm setting 5 of them, so there'll be 5 fires along the wall versus just one big fire. So it would take more people to have to put them out.
With 2 flasks of oil?
Yeah, splash.
Okay.
I might have taken one for Mannix when he wasn't looking to.
I do have 2.
Alright. Do the rest of the party have any idea this is going on?
No, we're waiting for her to start the fire and come back.
Okay.
But they knew that's where I was going and what I was going to do.
Right, yeah, that's what we talked about.
I'd say when we hear the guards
Yeah.
shouting fire, we'll spring into action.
Alright, so you're spraying the walls with oil, mostly vertically, or...
There's some along the bottom where the candles are to help it catch.
Okay.
And then as the wood burns and the fire licks up, there will be some vertically as well for it to then catch in multiple places.
Okay. You start these fires. I'm just gonna put. Oh, not that.
I can draw some little circles if you want.
Fires. You are able to get some flames licking on the oil. The oil greedily laps up the fire as it spreads a little bit. There's a lot of smoke that's billowing out as well. How
That
long?
works. People can't see smoke.
Yeah, how long are you sticking around for this? You start.
I'm just making sure that it looks like all 5 are going to start to take off, and then as I hear people start to comment, I will start to slink off.
Okay. The smoke is the first thing that is seen, and you hear somebody saying, "Hey, what's going on over here?" And you hear kind of the running boots, and says, and you finally hear somebody say, "Hey, fire! Fire's a fire over here!" Roll another stealth check, and you can have advantage on this one since there's like smoke coming out.
I'm good.
Lord, how high does your stealth get? 27.
Higher and higher every time. That was a
Higher!
19. That's
Go higher.
Well, here, I'll roll it twice just to make sure I don't crit. So I'll take
There
the
you go.
27.
All right. Yeah. So you can hear fire, fire. The one you guys below might not even hear the fire necessarily ring out, but then you do see the guards. Like one over here seems to. You see like a head like leave that area and moving northeast. And eventually you see this guard kind of run over to this parapet and just kind of look over for a while over here and is, "Hey, fire, fire!"
Oh, I don't see where is over here.
The parapet over here. Sorry.
I don't have line of sight of any of that. Okay.
Yeah, so there appears to be right now the guard on this wall seems to have left. The guard on this wall seems to be just looking northeast, from what you can tell.
But he hasn't left yet.
He hasn't left yet.
Okay.
As I'm like slinking away and slinking back, can I use my tinderbox to like just be striking like embers to try to catch other places on fire?
More fires.
As I'm just slinking away.
Yeah, without the oil, it doesn't appear to be like the wood itself isn't going to just catch on fire very easily.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right,
just
I'm
kinda
gonna
full
change it to a
smoke.
spider.
Change it to a spider.
You do notice this guard is definitely not looking your direction at the moment.
Okay.
He seems very much concerned with
Should
what's
we
going
just try to
northeast.
surprise him and take him out?
I have stealth.
Okay. The spider can maybe just stealth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to actually provide you a spider, don't I? Or do I? Can you drag the spider? I wonder. I wonder if you can do that, because you do have access to the sheet.
How do I drag it out?
If you just go over the words there in spider form, just click on that, hold it, and drag it. See if it becomes a token on the drop into the map. There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do this right here.
Hey, Roka, did you know this is gonna happen?
Yeah, he just like, holy shit! Yeah, you just like kneel down and just fucking explode out with like legs and abdomen and all kinds of nastiness.
None of us have seen him turn into a spider yet either.
No.
It's probably shocking and disgusting for everyone.
Do you want to roll hit points?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, it's 4d10 plus 4.
I assume I'm coming around the corner as he turns into a spider, and you just hear Celeste go, "Holy shit!"
That's a big spider.
Oops. Let's go back to none. Alright.
That's not
So look
great.
at you, man. It's good. The spider eats Aaron.
Slightly below average, but we'll take it. So, update your hit points. Just use the token instead of the sheet for hit points. Alright, so yeah, you are a giant spider. You guys are not in active combat right now, so...
What's the, on my token, what's the 14?
That's your AC.
Okay. And then should I just add my... Theron's hit points to that? Alright, no, never mind.
We'll
Never
just
mind.
keep those. Yeah, we'll keep those.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Okay. Wow, spider's very good at stealth.
Yeah!
That's a +7. You're almost as good as Celeste at stealth.
Nice.
And then do you add the dexterity to that also?
This is if you click on it from the sheet, it's built in.
Ah.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
Wow. Do you have inspiration by any chance?
Do you have inspiration from something?
Let me see. Yep.
The spider rears up and just screeches at the wall. That's
Alright.
better.
14 is you are barely able, like you think you like step on a twig and like freeze for a second, but nobody looks in your direction, so you're able to scamper.
Alright, I'm gonna scamper over the door.
If you scamper over the door, you will be in the guard's line of sight. He is currently, from what you can tell, looking... Yeah, I wish I had vision cones in this game. Looking like directly northeast from here, from like this parapet.
Okay,
From
I'm
your point
going-
of view, you can see him pretty clearly. He is like looking northeast towards the direction of the fire. In other words.
Alright, I'll it's looking to the northeast.
Yes.
That's where the fire was started.
Yes, the fire was started. Yes, northeast.
Maybe climb up behind him and then go down and like below him, like in front of him.
Yeah, you're
If you approach the parapet from anywhere, yeah, down south, essentially, you will get behind him, and I will allow that with your stealth check at this point.
Alright, I'll do that.
All right, what are the rest of you doing while he's doing that, if anything? Roka's just like, oh my fucking god, is he a spider?
I will also like basically just if we see the guard is not looking in our direction, then I'll motion everyone to move, basically follow the spider up to the wall, so we can kind of get in position near the gate.
Okay.
So we'll move up here.
And a spider spin a web of silk, and then you guys can climb up said web of silk.
I'll strap you guys in webbing and attach you to my
A backpack made of a bunch of people.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll try to get kind of like Celeste did before, like follow the spider up to the wall since no one's looking, get close to the wall, and then kind of go up to the gate here, and wait at the gate.
Is that what you're doing?
First. Yeah.
I do require a stealth check if you are running up there.
Even if no one's looking.
I mean, it's...
Can Can I go somewhere where no one is looking? Like how far up here do I have to go before I see a guard? There's no guards.
All right, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If you spend a long time like looking your way around, then you can make it up there. Say the fire distraction is becoming very distracting now for the guards.
Come on, admit I'd set the whole wall on fire.
You hear the occasional like shout, but it doesn't appear like the fort is on like a high alert or anything. It appears to be kind of a localized thing. Chat, the walls, I think we stood about a story high. And there are no guards on this southern wall currently, except for this one on the parapet who is currently fixated in the northeast. The spider, I guess, coming up behind him. Were you climbing up the wall?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna try to climb the wall and then over and underneath.
Over and underneath. Okay.
Like, get up onto the wall, then back down, and then go underneath the guard. Out of his line of sight.
Okay, as soon as you climb up the wall, I'll go ahead and move you to that side so you can see inside. You see what look like a bunch of, like a miniature like horse race track here, or like a jousting area. And these guys are currently, looks like they were kind of just riding the horses around, and now everybody seems kind of looking in the eastern direction, trying to figure out like what this commotion is that's happening. You see a bunch of buildings to the right and to the left. So at this very second, nobody is looking towards you, but there are still people around. The guard, you are right next to this guard, and he is at the very second right now not noticing this giant spider behind him. He is right at the edge.
Mm-hmm. I will web him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
How does that work? That's an actual attack. Is it an action? Attack roll. Okay. That does hit him. And he is restrained. I guess I need to put you in initiative now, since that was definitely an attack. I'll let that be a surprise round for sure, but he does appear to be webbed. I assume you're trying to literally web him where it's like doing the Spider-Man thing where it covers his mouth and everything.
The stealth webbing.
Stealth web.
Is there just a bar on the door?
There does appear to be just a big, like, wooden bar that kind of slides across the door to keep people from being able to open it in.
Okay. Can I also do the Spider-Man thing of shooting web at the bar and then just dragging it off?
Ha! I'd probably allow an attack roll for that, but go ahead and just the two of us roll initiative real quick, and just let's see if the guard gets a chance to break out.
Nope.
Okay, so the surprise round was you webbing him, and now essentially initiative starts, and now you can use your action to do that. I would require a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to require you to recharge your web too. That requires you to roll a 1d6. See if you got your web back. You cannot web right now. You have to recharge your webber.
Wow. Just push him over the wall. We'll take care of him out here. Spurs up at the parapet. I don't know if I even know. I don't even know if I even know. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can try to do that.
Yeah, since he's restrained, I wouldn't even allow, like, you could just do that. Like,
Okay.
He is currently, like, wrapped up in this web. He really can't resist you like, moving him.
a sack of flour.
Yeah, his eyes just fucking go wide too whenever he just gets webbed. And at some point, whenever he falls, he kind of turns and sees this fucking giant spider just climbed up the walls. What would you like to do with him?
Throw him over onto Mannix or whoever's down there.
Catch. Alright, let's go and get the rest of you to roll initiative too.
Okay. things are happening
If Mannix tries to catch him,
I'm not going to try to catch him.
He's going to get squished, and then Mannix is going to die.
Yeah. I'm not going to getting underneath it.
Alright,
Oh.
Wait, let's put rope as a 20, it's fine. This body comes flying. We'll say this is still part of the initial round we had before you guys were in combat. This body just comes falling down. Mannix, if you want to try to use a reaction to do something as it's coming down, or you can just let it fall.
I'm just going to see the body coming over the edge, and I'm going to let it fall.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to catch it or anything.
Okay. The guard definitely takes falling damage.
Face first.
As he falls down. And just kind of lands with a clump. Kind of right at the edge of where this 10-foot hill leads down. Although it is a bit of a sheer drop here, but it doesn't fall all that way down. He just falls kind of right outside the gate.
Okay.
And then from there, I think we just go to the top of the round and go with Mannix.
Okay, Mannix. This man is restrained by webbing. He's got webbing over his mouth, right?
Yep.
Mannix is going to immediately pull out a length of rope and just run up to the man and start binding his arms closer to his body more closely and binding his, pushing the webbing farther into his mouth with a rope gag.
Double restrained.
That's right. And once he's fairly certain the rope is secure, he's got the guy really tied up. I don't know who goes next. Or Kaless is nearby, so I just whisper to Kaless, help me drag him into those buildings. I assume at this point we can see no more guards looking in our area up on the walls, right?
As far as you know down there, yes, there's no more. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to attempt to. I assume Kaless will come help me, but I'm going to attempt to start dragging his body over to this building down here.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that without him complaining. You can only probably move half the distance.
Yeah.
You're dragging him, but probably make it to here.
Okay.
Roka
Does he have a uniform?
Is he? Yeah, he looks like he is a Flaming Fist guard.
All right. I want that uniform.
Yeah, there you go. Roka's just shit, and he just comes up here and grabs this guy.
Yeah, you
and
help
fucking opens the door and throws him inside, and he's like, holy shit.
I'm gonna tell Roka. I've done my turn. I've moved this way. Yeah.
You can still talk.
I'll tell him. Hold him down. Taking its clothes.
Oh, okay. He's webbed and roped. That might be tricky to get him naked now.
Well, we can take the arm webbing and rope off. Leave the mouth stuff.
Leave the mouth stuff.
Leave the mouth stuff. All right. Roka nods. That's a good idea. And he just gets out. He gets out a sword and just fucking blackjacks the guy. Just knocks him unconscious.
Oh, there you go. I didn't think of that, but
yeah.
He has a concussion.
He's like, fucking amateur hour here.
This isn't my normal line of work.
Clearly. Alright, at that point, I can actually pull you guys out of initiative, unless Theron is going to do something crazy in here.
Spider attack.
No, I'm going to try to be as stealthy as possible until those people down there have their backs turned towards me.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we can continue initiative. Kaless.
So, he didn't unlock the door, right?
He has not been able to, he has not unlocked the door yet, no.
I mean, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do until the door's unlocked. They already got the dude in the room. So, I guess I'll just hold action.
Gillian. Is she actually here? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. I sort of know what's happening. Because it's been gone a lot.
The situation is changing rapidly. Also,
It is.
Well, all I know is everyone else is deciding to be stealthy and not do anything, so that makes me nervous.
We're sneaking into this fort through the back gate because we were assholes to a lady, and we knocked out the guard and are waiting for Theron to unlock the back door.
Okay, but Theron, on your turn, did you just do nothing? What did you just do?
He knocked that guard down.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
your last
He webbed
turn.
the guard and knocked him down, yeah.
Yeah.
He saved us all.
Hey, I'm doing stuff.
This is his action scene.
Okay, I'll give you a bardic inspiration, Theron. You're
That's-
welcome.
Spider,
job.
spider, spider on the walls.
This giant spider feels so inspired.
I'm gonna
George.
Google and see if I can find Spider-Man being played on the bagpipes.
That's right. Spider-Man being played on the bagpipes.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video for that somewhere.
I do also have fog cloud, but it sounds like that's not so helpful at this point, right?
That might be very helpful later.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm doing, I guess. Maybe I'll move. No, I don't know. I'll just.
Come up closer to the gate. We're all waiting to get in this gate as soon as we can get the back door unlocked.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I'll hang out up here then.
I didn't realize how much. There it is. I hear it.
Found bagpipe.
Bagpipes are the stealthiest of instruments.
That's right.
No one can hear my stealthy inspiration.
God, that sounds so awful. just awful. That's now your theme song. George. Just looking up bagpipes.
Are you also playing the bagpipes?
Yes? What?
We're technically in initiative order, so if you have anything you want to do.
Why is Gillian playing the bagpipes?
She was giving a bardic inspiration to the spider.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I can't do that.
Not so much.
He just gives the spider a thumbs up.
This is equally inspiring.
Sorry, I was only half listening. What should I do?
Just wait a turn, okay?
Yeah, or get closer to this gate. Come up to the gate.
Okay, I'm gonna get closer to the gate.
Everyone's in Overwatch mode.
That's right.
Theron!
Do I need stealth?
No, there are no active guards here right now. Kaless took out, distracted some of them, and then Theron literally took out one of them.
Do I see any? Can I shoot one?
You do not see any guards. Your party is very thankful of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start shooting at guards on the wall.
I want to climb along the parapet and then try to do it like onto the gate
Okay.
and try to pull the bar off as stealthily as possible
Okay. I will
and
let
as
you.
quickly as possible.
Yeah, you will easily be able to do that as a spider with climbing. I will need you to roll stealth again to do it without anybody noticing a giant spider opening their wall gate wall.
The spider's like looking around, like its legs like going for the doorknob.
Yep. All right.
Someday I'll hit that 10 threshold, but
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, not great rolls, but that +7 is good enough. All right, you are able to lift this open.
All right, I
Spider
attack
like-
the guards. I don't.
Welcome.
All right, yeah, I chitter excitedly, and I sort of like do that bow and sweep my arms forward through the door.
All right, you continue to hear calls of fire, fire. I can pull you guys out of initiative depending on kind of if you tell me like what you're gonna do at this point, because I don't want to just kind of keep going through initiative. Everybody just like waiting around.
I think the idea at this point is to try to get inside the fort as quickly as possible.
Right.
I'm gonna dress myself in this guard's clothes.
Okay.
Even inside the fort, I'm staying to the shadows. I am not going anywhere out in the open.
As you put on the guard's clothes, are you like twisting in front of a mirror, looking at your butt or something? Just
Ooh,
frowning to yourself.
It's just not.
It's getting old.
Yep.
Darren's not gonna like this.
That's right. Yeah.
I found Spider-Man played on a ukulele.
All right, so
Great.
you do have the guard's uniform on.
I try to chitter. Do you have a uniform for me?
Did you whip another guy?
So are you staying in giant spider form for now? Because that's
I am.
Okay.
I want to wear a uniform still. Follow Max around. Hello.
Oh,
This
I
is our
knew
newest
we
guard.
had progressive recruiting, but this is getting a little crazy.
Yes, I enjoy working here. Just like bite their head off.
Oh man. I just love the
All right,
visual of just a giant spider walking by with like a shredded remains of a uniform on, and just it gives like a little just jackass wave. And the guard just turns around like, "Yep, all right."
Okay.
That's just Frank.
Yeah.
God, I hate this place. All right, I will pull you guys out of initiative, but well, let's just see what you do. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Can't we like
Okay,
just tell push Roka through the door and be like, "You've got your distraction, now go," and just kind of see where he goes and let him do his thing? Because I mean, if he gets caught, he gets caught. We're out here.
Not us.
Exactly. Be like, we'll wait for you at
I
the
think
door.
He
And
and Mannix should go in there since Mannix is wearing a uniform.
I mean,
Yeah.
he mentions he's like I think I need to get into the keep.
Where is the?
the
He
keep?
really
and
Is
does.
then if anyone
the big
asks,
fucking building
just,
up here, like to the north.
Yeah.
And you guys can
and
see
if anyone
it.
asks, just say that you're going to see the commander. You probably
Are these guards over here? Or does this look like a door into the keep?
Oh man, that would have been a
It's a
good
separate building.
plan. Do like the fake prisoner routine instead. We should have done that.
We can still do that technically.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Roka says, as long as we don't go near the western gate, then it's possible that, the Castellan didn't tell anybody about us or anything specifically, and maybe we can just get into the keep that way. I don't know if we'll be able to sneak in there.
I could be the prisoner.
I mean,
Somebody perform a distraction at the western gate, and that'll give Colonel Icebox up there, make sure she's paying attention to the western side.
I'm on the case. I just take off.
It's like,
Oh, God.
is that? I don't.
What is-
Oh God.
Hey, the spider can take care of himself. Don't worry about the spider.
Okay, sure. I didn't. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like you guys
It is
know
FYI.
what you probably did, right? You could split more of the money.
I cannot communicate verbally with you guys.
Yeah. We gotta establish some sort of like rudimentary sign language between your animal forms and us.
Mm-hmm.
Problem for another day.
Yep.
All right, the giant spider takes off towards the west. Um,
I imagine it's just getting like parallel to the wall, just on the wall, just running along.
this gate is open, and you know people are like not staring at you, but like you can't. And Roka's like, we gotta fucking get inside and close this gate, and then act like we're supposed to be here, basically.
Yeah. I'll
mean
tell
you're
everybody
escaped.
the plan is I'll just act like I'm leading them to meet the commander. It seems like that's the thing that happens. People are taken to meet the commander.
Sure,
Yeah.
Probably not from this gate usually. Let's just try to get out.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just tell everybody to stick close to me, pretend like I'm escorting you somewhere. Let's go.
All right. Is everybody coming in? Who's coming in? What's the plan?
Yep. Coming in.
I'm still staying in the shadows.
I'm running along the wall on 6 legs. My front two are rubbing their hands together, and I'm super excited. And I have like my fangs are like slavering,
Oh dear.
drool coming off.
All right, you guys are shutting the door, I assume, behind you.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna try to do this simultaneously. Let's start with the spider is running, so we'll say that takes some time for you to get around. What are the rest of you gonna do upon entering here and closing the door? So what you see is, to your right, you see some smaller buildings with their own little doors. In front of you, you see what looks like stands, and then like a track in the middle, which looks like it could be used for jousting or maybe a little horse racing or something. And there are currently people just kind of watching over to the right and like kind of talking amongst themselves. And like a stable area up here where you can see like clearly horses in there, and then there's just more buildings towards the left.
Okay, but the keep you said is somewhere to the north. The actual keep itself.
Yes, the keep itself you can see clearly is right here. This huge building. Yeah, you can see where I'm kind of pointing.
Line of sight is just like the same. Okay, yeah.
Like that general area is like a giant keep that raises well above the fort. It's like the central location of.
But there's no doors to it around here. All right.
Not from here where you can see.
All right, I will just very slowly start escorting. I assume George is with us too. Escorting everybody like this way. Kind of waiting for the spider to initiate some sort of distraction.
Yep. Alright, yeah, you guys try and inconspicuously walk along the side.
Yeah.
As long as you can. At this point, the fire thing seems to have died down a bit. People seem to be like, I don't know what color, there seems to be something on the wall. Like, I don't know, look for something down there. Okay. You can hear kind of general people working on it, but the camp does not appear to be high alert. It's more just like a, people are interested in what's going on, and then eventually the horse people finally turn and start talking with themselves, and one of them finally like looks down and notices you all kind of walking along. And by then you probably made it to like here, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And they just kind of, they don't do anything, they just kind of nod or ignore you or something.
Okay. I'd like to kind of slow my pace as I get near this building, sort of keeping on a lookout for the woman, the Castellan, and any of the guards. Well, all the guards were on the wall, so I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah, you see ahead like a well and just a bunch of people milling about. Some of them have uniforms, but they don't appear to be on active duty. But they do appear to be wearing uniforms. It's just kind of like a social gathering area here. And like I said, these are the stables here. And this appears to be just like another store down here. And then from where you are, you recognize the buildings up here as being those merchant stalls and things that you saw at the other entrance.
Oh, okay.
So
we're like coming up behind those.
Correct. So now you're coming in from the southeast side before you were coming in from the west side. Okay. And you remember the west side had a straight shot into the doors of the keep. So you presume the doors are somewhere to your north.
So I'll try to like lead our group like right along this edge here and straight north.
Yeah. About the time you guys reach the, here-ish, you guys can make it a little farther. Theron, how are you going to approach your distraction?
Is my web recharged by now?
Yeah, that's fine. We've been out of combat for a while. You've got it recharged. Just in combat, you have to recharge it.
Mm-hmm. Is that once per round, or?
I think you can roll that that D6 every round.
Every round you
Okay.
can roll to see if you get it back. Yeah.
All right. There's a dog here.
Are you trying to like stealth at all, or?
How? Yeah, I'll stealth a little bit just to see what the.
We'll stealth a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll
Peek
try
around the
not.
corner to see how distracted the guards are right now.
Okay.
Little spider eyes peeking around the corner.
Yeah. The Western Guards appear to be in the midst of going back to like regular duty. They appear to have been like slightly anxious about the noise they were hearing, but nobody left their post on the Western Gate, you note. Despite cries of like firefighting on the other side, and you know, obviously you guys did not hear like an alarm in the fort. So everybody appears to be now resuming their normal stance of starting to patrol and kind of look out towards the northwest. It's where they have it. The west and south ends from here.
Okay. I'll climb up into the parapet right here
Okay.
and stealth. See if I can stealth that.
The second you climb up into the parapet, they are going to see you. I'll just let you know that. Like, there's you've stealthed this far, but there's no way a giant spider is going to make it up here with
Yeah.
fucking people just
Okay.
walking. Like, somebody's going to randomly notice that.
All right. I'll web this guy right here.
Okay, so like you come up and immediately shoot the web.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you were able to restrain that guy. Now, for the purposes of playing this game, I'm not going to put you in initiative, but I'm just going to
Okay.
like go back to you every once in a while, and things are going to happen while the other party is doing things. We're going to try to do this
Crossbow bullets
So-
are gonna
best of
happen.
my ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
My plan is to try not to kill anyone. I'm not really going to attack them. I'm just going to, I don't know, skitter around and distract them, basically.
After me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you web, and obviously chaos ensues. Like a giant spider just climbed up onto the wall,
Mm-hmm.
shot a web out at somebody. Everybody's like, "Holy shit! Under attack! What's a spider doing? I don't know." Like, they just, you know, things happen, and then
The spider shrugs. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on?
like immediately these guards would stop rushing towards you. So you all on the other side, and this is weird because I know combat works differently than real time, but you guys on the other side immediately hear these things happening. Like, you clearly hear people yelling like, "Oh, we're under attack! It's a giant spider up on the wall! It webbed Joseph!" That's right, I gave him a name. Humanize the guards.
All right,
You
I'm gonna
find
tell
that
the rest of the
you
group.
hear the voice of the Gerudo woman just say like, "What is going on? That spider's breaking the rule." No. Is that spider
I'm
here to
not-
buy a shard of its
Buy it or get out. I'm gonna whisper to the four with me. Just stay close, real close, and look worried or whatever.
Look,
And I'm going to very like I'm in a hurry now. Approach these two guards at this front gate.
Try to look worried.
Try to look worried.
I think he's got worry written all over his face. There's no try.
Try to look freaked out. I'm gonna quickly approach the two guards, and I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna say, "We're under attack from the western gate. I gotta get these guests in to safety. They're supposed to see the commander."
One of them says, "Yeah, okay, that sounds good." The other one says, "Who are you?"
Says,
"I don't recognize you."
Don't
Calder.
say Joseph.
says, "Calder, I'm new. Sorry. Was I not supposed to do it this way?"
The other one says, like, "Look, just get him in there. We don't know what's going on up there." And you see actually a couple people start like kind of rushing up and like getting in buildings, like, "Oh my!" Like crowds screaming, like, "Ah!"
All right, I'm gonna turn and motion to everybody else to follow me inside.
Yeah, you guys make it to this area, and then these guards are kind of looking like they are starting to get more anxious about, like, you know, a crowd of people kind of rushing in. And one of them says, like, I think we're under attack. And say, like, these people? Like, no, there's something on the walls. There's a spider or something. Just let them in, and this group wants to meet with the commander. He yells back, like, so are we under attack? Like, there tends to be some confusion right here.
Mm-hmm. I'll chime in and say, yeah, some undead spider set fire to the fort and then attack the front gates.
Oh my god! This goddamn jungle's a menace, I tell you what. Alright, that's fine. Let's get him inside. You guys make it into the keep. We're gonna bounce back to the undead spider setting fire to the keep, which is actually Theron.
Army of undead spider.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just get 2 attacks off on Theron. And then, again, I'm kind of just I'm spitballing these rules here, and then we'll let Theron figure something out that he can do on his round. Let's see, they're going to have... Attack 1 is a no-go. Attack 2 at 11 is also a no-go. Alright, so Theron, you can react to having guards coming at you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go on the other side of the wall, out of their vision.
Okay.
And see if I can stealth.
One of them will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn this into a horror movie.
Yeah. Alright.
The spiders everywhere.
Spider on the wall, yeah. Alright, how far can you go? What is your speed?
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can dash.
30 climb, 30 run.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to try to stealth, you'd have to get out of their line of sight, which would you have to get further than.
Okay, I just climb down this. I don't really understand how these are set up, but can I just climb down this parapet and try to stealth the bottom or something?
Yeah.
Or I guess I could go behind this building right here.
They're kind of all right there. Yeah, that'd be better if you actually like dash and stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the exact distance, but I'll pretend like it's within 60.
Raced off. What's it doing? Groot is like, get out there and hunt that thing down. No spider climbs up here and makes a fool of us.
Sure does.
In there. All right, so how do you do the thing where we split the map up? We have to drag.
It's a new map.
Yeah,
Okay.
the inside of the keep is actually a new map.
You drag, like, I forget if it's the name or the little colored square. You drag it to the map bar and drop it in the new map. One of them moves the whole box. The other one moves, like, the character to the new map.
Work for you, Max?
Sure did.
Alright. Moving some of you. I've never done this before. To the other map. And you all are down bottom. So you rush into the keep. And there's a guard in there who says, alright. I think, here's some shouts that the beast might have retreated. Sure what that was all about.
No clue. This is all insanity to me. These 4 to meet the commander.
Alright, that's fine. He nods towards the southern room. When you all get in here, you notice a large statue kind of dominating this middle part of the room, which appears to be just open to the sky above, with like a walkway around it. It's real muddy right here in the middle. A big old statue. And you notice this place is double-storied. Like the top balcony kind of looks over onto this middle area. You see stairs up to your north. You also see a pen up to your north with some pretty funky smells coming out of there, and you hear like sounds. Sounds like this.
Well, we know those sounds.
Yeah, and just various like dinosaur sounds coming from.
Yeah.
And you see a guy like there's a what looks like the same species as Princess Consuela, and he's like shooing it like a horse, kind of cleaning the feet and everything. And then you see just several guards kind of lazily patrolling around this area, as the other guard directed you to this southern area.
Okay. I'll go down to the southern area.
Yep.
Looks like that dude over there is like the keeper, the dinosaur keeper.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yeah.
He's got like scars all over his body. Like he looks like he's been fucking mauled by dinosaurs.
Okay.
Roka kind of whispers to you and says, it's either one of these doors or maybe upstairs that I need to go, or that we can find what we need to look for.
Okay.
It's got to be in this keep somewhere.
All right. As we go in this room,
This
there's
doesn't
one
appear
door
to be
over
like
here.
a meeting room of sorts. Like it's like a mess hall looking thing. Like there's long tables with chairs all around. But one of the tables is like cleared off and has like maps and stuff on it. There's
okay.
a door over here.
Okay. Can I investigate these maps?
Yeah, they look like a very, very incomplete, more incomplete than your own map of Chult, with basically just that top portion near Fort Beluarian out there. And you see like circles, like you have like undead attacks here, and like different notes about the jungle, essentially. No new information. In fact, your map is actually has more information on it.
Okay. What does this door look like?
Normal door.
Does it have a lock on it?
It is not.
Okay. Can I listen to the door, see if I hear people on the other side?
Yep. You hear it, and you hear what sounds like a man just kind of humming to himself, and you hear like plates clinking together, and like the sound of like a stove.
Oh, great. All right, so we got to get probably upstairs, but either upstairs or through that eastern set of doors. But I don't know how we're going to do that.
All right, real quick, I'm going to shoot back to Theron. You are back behind a building. As far as you know, nobody knows exactly where you are, but you do hear like guards kind of, their footprints kind of stomping around.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna dash back. Oh. They're there, okay.
Yeah, you can hear them like approaching. You hear Gruta
Alright.
calling out like, find that thing if it's still here. I can't have it here.
I'm going to pop around the corner, shoot a web.
Nice.
Wow. Jesus Christ, these
Fucking nailing
webs.
these webs.
Yeah.
And then run behind this building.
Alright, as you popped out and attacked, that did trigger a couple of crossbow attacks from the guards that were looking.
Okay.
And I will get off 2 crossbow attacks.
Here.
Actually, not very. 21.
Oh boy.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
As a crossbow bolt finds you.
Yep.
14. I think that does hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 8 damage.
Oh dear. You need to run, Spider, run.
Yeah, you managed to web that guy, but then just 2 bolts just fucking find their way right into your abdomen, just clink clink, and you kind of give out a little chittering yelp as you slink back behind a building.
Can I stealth?
Yes. This is like a horror movie for the guards too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, what the hell? It's just like popping out. Got it, webbed Carl. Carl, no. All right, for those of you inside, assuming you're all making your way to the meeting point, there are guards kind of gently shuttering you there. A middle-aged woman with graying brown hair walks into the room. She's wearing bulky, full plate armor, looking like a knight sans helmet, along with a full-length cloak depicting the sigil of Baldur's Gate. She nods to you all and moves over to the table and chairs, though instead of sitting, she places her hands on the table and leans on it. This is... let's see, where's her handout? There she is. She says, I am Liara Porter, Blaze of the Flaming Fist and commander of this fortress. I answer directly to and only to Duke Ulder Ravengard of Baldur's Gate. This fort, as well as the lands between the Mistcliff and Kitcher's Inlet, have been claimed in the name of Baldur's Gate and the Lord's Alliance. We welcome any adventurers, researchers, and archaeologists who want to explore these lands, provided they turn over half of any treasures, goods, and resources to the Flaming Fist. The Charter of Exploration acts as a down payment. After you purchase a charter, you are welcome to buy any supplies and provisions from the market here in the fort. Now, and she kind of has like a little notebook in front of her. Please state your names and your business here in Schult.
Oh dear. We didn't think this far ahead. Well, I'm still dressed as a guard.
You are, and she looks up at, she kind of went into her spiel seeing some of you, and she kind of looks at you and kind of nods, and she says, as if kind of waving you off.
Okay. As I'm leaving, I'm actually going to say, I'm going to put Gillian on the spot. I'm going to say, these are no ordinary adventurers, madam, or commander. I mean, this one, and I'm going to motion to Gillian, is a visiting emissary, a member of royalty from the people under the sea, who wish to make an alliance. I will make my exit.
My planet needs me. I must go. I take no consequence for this duplicity. Go and roll a deception check. Gillian, are you doing anything when he? Wait, don't roll yet. Are you doing anything when he says this?
I'm just I'm going along with
or are you
it,
shocked
but
with
I'm.
it? Like, what's your reaction?
Huh?
Are you shocked by it? Or are you
Like for
roll with it?
for a second, but then I'm just gonna try to like puff myself up, like, you know, I'm important, and then just sort of like nod along with him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your deception check. Mannix, roll it.
Oh, okay.
Because you were the one doing it. Okay. She, her eyes kind of shoot up a little bit, and she's like, "Truly, I confess I have met and seen many folk, but none of the people under the sea. We are honored by your presence here." She appears to take up the role of like a diplomat. Like quickly, she kind of changes gears.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna start to leave, but then I'm gonna say to Roka, I'm gonna say something along the lines of like, "All right, peasant, your work here is done. Come with me. I'll escort you out."
What'd you call him? Peasant?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'll call him Roka, I guess. My intention is to imply that he's not with
Right.
her.
Right.
That he just like escorted her or something like that. That he doesn't
Okay.
need to be in this meeting.
Yeah. He picks up on that really quick. He's like, "Oh," because he clearly doesn't want to be in here. You do notice that when she's walking around with her armor, she has a set of keys on her also.
Oh, great. So
Roka kind of
okay.
looks at them longingly, but then he just kind of nods at Mannix.
Yeah, that's gonna be more trouble than it's worth, I think.
Split the party even further.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
So where are you two?
I don't know. As
Okay.
we're leaving, I'm gonna whisper to Roka, like, "What do you think? Stairs? What's the safest play here?"
He's like, yeah, but I don't. He's like, we can try. I don't think they'll let us up the stairs. Is there maybe something we can do to cause a distraction in here?
Hmm.
I'm gonna, I didn't have a chance to respond, so I'm just
Yes.
gonna tell her, well, thank you very much for hosting me, and we felt it was high time that our two civilizations, united with the times being what they are, and do you by any chance have some wine that we may have a celebratory camaraderie drink?
She says, I suppose that could be arranged. You must forgive me. I did not hear about your coming here. This is a total surprise. We would have had proper welcoming for you. Someone of your station.
Oh, well, I quite understand, and we will have to have a talking to our liaisons. But yes, I think it's important that we begin drinking immediately.
Can we pin this on the Castellan for kicking us out?
Maybe.
Do whatever you want.
All right. Well, then, Maddox, as I'm walking out, hearing this, he's gonna say something along the lines of, "Is there something special from your office commander you would like me to bring down, or have brought down?"
She's like, she kind of looks at you strangely. She's like, no, we've got something in here. Sigbjorn can get something from the kitchens right there. We're in the right place. Roka says, like, damn it, that was a good idea. She says, Sigbjorn, please, I need some welcoming wine for our guests. She said, will you be staying here with us? Your, do I call you Your Majesty, or a diplomat, emissary? Forgive me.
Yes, your Majesty will be just fine. We will be staying at least the night while we discuss important business diplomacy matters.
Indeed. Well, your entourage here, if they have things, we have rooms upstairs if you would like to drop your things off or whatever, we can have that arranged.
Why, yes, that would be lovely. So you guys are like trying to you need a reason to get out of this room now?
Sure.
Or are you?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
at this, Mannix will step up again. Although Mannix now is worried that he's sounding like desperate.
Yeah.
But he'll say something like, trying not to sound desperate. He'll say like, "I'll show them to the rooms, Commander."
Oh, do you need to retire now? We can leave. We can just send your servants up there really quickly if you'd like to partake in the wine drinking. And you see like a cook comes out with like a tray full of wine, like doo. A tray full.
Do we think I can get away with picking the keys off of her as we leave?
Oh boy!
The things upstairs.
I mean, if you can get away with it, Mannix is standing outside the room, like looking in, watching all this.
The goal was maybe for her to have a couple of drinks before you did that.
Oh,
but
if
you think you can do that beforehand.
Do you have any inspiration on you, Celeste?
No.
Okay.
I have bardic inspiration I can give you.
Let
But that's just an extra 1d6.
Let me sing my servant a song.
You want to steal those keys so badly? This is the song of my people.
Should I go for it?
I mean, we could try to just pick the lock when we get up there, but
Yeah, I guess we could. Then that way, Gillian can get her nice and drunk, and if we can't get the lock picked, we can just come back
Right.
down and get the keys.
We'll
All right,
come
be
back down.
gone, servants.
Time for me to drink.
Plus, we'll attempt some kind of like a funky curtsy. It's like half falling over.
Alright, the commander kind of calls out and she's like, alright, escort these two, show them to the rooms while we celebrate with our honored guests to the fort. We're so glad you chose the Flaming Fist Mercenary for your blah blah blah. Just goes to this whole like fucking like marketing spiel.
So it's reading from the pamphlet.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so it looks like a guard is kind of with you, Mannix, and Roka, and is willing to take you guys just upstairs.
Okay, with the other two, because
That depends
Yeah,
on how you guys want to do this. It's
I think the idea was that like she was dismissing all her servants to go upstairs.
okay. Yep.
So all four of us.
Gillian, how are you reacting to this? With the she's basically saying like the servants can go upstairs and drop off bags or whatever they need to do or rest.
She told us to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's ready to get drunk.
I mean, my plan would be to stay here for, you know, like for a while, for, you know, just to make a good impression. But then I'm gonna be like quickly say that I also am tired and need to retire, I suppose.
All right. While that's happening, let's shoot back to Spider Theron.
Meanwhile, there's a giant
Meanwhile-
spider attacking the fort.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be playing that bagpipe Spider-Man song every time you go back to Spider Theron.
Yep.
Spider
Spider Theron is
Theron,
hurting
Spider
pretty bad too. But you are currently stealth behind a building. One person is webbed, one person is approaching. At this point you hear Gruta kind of mumbling. She's like, I'll take care of this thing myself if I have to. Keep your bows trained on the building. It's gotta be around here somewhere. And you hear her like, you hear her like cocking like a fucking giant crossbow. Like, she's like, come on, beastie.
The lion hunter.
The pulverizer wants to meet you.
Alright, I'm just gonna... So I'm still stealthed, right?
You are stealth at the moment, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to run behind this other building.
Okay.
Right here.
Alright, I'll allow that with the stealth, because you didn't attack. If you're not attacking, then you're not breaking your stealth. Okay.
Not no more.
Yeah, literally, it's like the horror thing where they like just see like a blur go, but brrr, and they're like, oh, and like you hear like one of them like shoot like a crossbow bolt like just out in the distance, like, oh shit. It's like, oh, it's like, hold yourself together. I have to cut Carl out of this stupid web. All right, let's go back to our group. So Gillian is drinking with the commander, and the four of you plus a guard are going upstairs. I'm going to put you on the GM layer real quick and then move you upstairs. That is on the same map, though. Alright, you all are here.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, and he kind of motions you, and he's like, you know, hey, we've got some guest rooms for you down here. You know, we're actually pretty empty at the moment, so you might be able to get a room to yourselves. I'm not sure. And he kind of gestures. This room, though, is for the higher ups. But the guest rooms are down here. And he kind of motions down the hallway, and he gestures to all these little small rooms to his right. And Roka kind of whispers to you guys and says like, okay, This looks like where all the bedrooms are. One of these has to be commander's quarters.
Yeah.
The guard kind of goes to about here and then stops. And then kind of gestures at these rooms here. He's like, oh, well, I guess you will have to double up a little bit. Sorry, these are the only ones we have.
Can I tell him that what are we referring to the show again as? The Princess, Her Majesty?
Her Majesty, yeah.
Her Majesty has very delicate tastes when it comes to rooms and will only sleep in a room where she can be solely confined, so she won't be able to double up. Is there another like finer room that she'll be able to use?
I mean, the best rooms we have up here are for the Castellan and obviously the commander herself, and they're both down here. But you'd have to.
He says down here. Does he like motion a direction?
He does. He casually mentions directly behind him.
Okay.
Further down the hall. You're not sure if it's this one or further down, but he does. He just kind of
Gotcha.
mentions like, oh, I mean, their rooms are down here. They're the best rooms here. Obviously, they're the highest up. But you know, you'd have to talk to them. I can't. You know, all their stuff's in there. I can't just hand that over. And Roka's like practically like just like tapping his leg, like, oh shit.
Man, I can say that's.
Like, fight you.
Yeah, he's just like, just fucking take this guy out right now.
Maddox will say, like, that's fine. Her Majesty is. Wait, I'm not one of the fucking servants. What am I doing?
I don't know.
I'm just standing there. I'm
That's
a guard.
true. I forget that too. I forgot to put the icon on your things in here, so I keep forgetting your disguise.
I'll just indicate for George and Roka to go into this room here. And there was the other room right here, right?
These rooms right here seem to be the guest rooms he was referring to, and then the ones behind
Okay.
him towards this end of the hallway were the ones he was saying belonged to the Castellan and the commander.
Okay. I'll tell him that we will prepare this room for Her Majesty and figure out how to share the other room. Thank you for showing us to our rooms. We will be down shortly behind you. I'm sure Her Majesty will need our assistance soon. If you know what I'm saying.
She gets really drunk.
If you know what I'm saying, I mean, she's gonna need some help.
Oh. He looks at you, Mannix, and says, alright, you got this? You're not supposed to leave them unattended, you know?
Absolutely.
Alright, that's cool. I'm gonna go down here and stare at that Triton some more. I've never seen one of those. That dude goes away. Roka's like, holy shit, for once, it worked out.
This was all part of our elaborate plan.
He practically strangles you when you say that. He's just like, you motherfucker. He looks around for a second and then just like runs forward practically and just like looks around. Says,
all right, I'll be right behind him. Yeah.
He says, okay. And he ducks into this room first, and it takes you guys like 10 seconds before this clearly looks like the commander's bedroom. It's got.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's got like the official like coat of arms everywhere, and it's got like the like giant plate armor like stand thing of all the armors, and like the accolade like awards and diplomas and all this shit like all over the walls.
Okay.
All that shit. So you guys can roll either perception or investigation to essentially search this room. And are you searching it carefully, or are you just like turning it over? Like, are you trying to make it look like nobody searched, or are you just going like for speed and just like we just want to fucking turn this place down?
We're already fucked when we leave this place because we did jump a guard. So I don't know if we're gonna get any more fucked after we leave than we already are. So I'm kind of not terribly concerned with just turning it over.
It says, yeah, considering how things went, this is.
Like that,
just,
like even best case scenario, they're gonna put two and two together, and the group that they kicked out, and then a giant spider and a fire started 10 minutes later.
Let's just stick with the theme of the night. Stick with the theme of the night. Just turn it over as fast as we can if not what we want, and then just burn the room down.
Yep.
All right, you guys roll.
I do still have that jar of alchemist fire.
You guys roll search checks. Gillian, how would you like to roleplay the situation below? Now that we have officially split the party up into 3 separate things happening. The DM is so excited about that.
I'm gonna peace out of here and be like, well, that's it's time for my beauty sleep. I think I'll retire to my chambers.
Okay. So you start getting up from that. You have a drink at all, or how much time do you want to have elapsed, basically, or if any?
Oh, I don't know. 45.
We kind of want you to keep her busy while we're up here doing this shit, but.
Oh, you still need her to be occupied still?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly you
Do we
down the
think her
drink says a
office
lot
is up
about
here?
you.
We're still tossing her bedroom.
But before I go, let me regale you with the bagpipes. A song of my people.
I'm sorry. Is this a normal custom?
Is it not normal? Do you not play musical instruments when you visit foreign dignitaries?
I must say, how does one play bagpipes under the water?
Don't worry about that. And then I just pull them out and start playing.
This is how we end all conversations with my people.
Gillian begins to play the entire score from Titanic.
Alright.
I was gonna switch to Theron, but it looks like he stepped away. So let's go back to the investigation.
So, do we hear bagpipe music coming from downstairs now?
Sure do, because this area right here is open to the bottom, so you clearly can hear bagpipes coming out.
Alright, I nod approvingly, alright, that's our timer. That's what that is.
Do we think that her office is on this floor, or is it on the next floor up?
I mean, this appears to double as everything, her study, her office, her bedroom, all that shit appears to be this room.
Alright, well, whatever it was, Mannix found it.
I rolled a 22 investigation, yeah, so.
Alright, Mannix, you find underneath her bed a locked iron strongbox, the size of a briefcase. It feels quite heavy, and you feel a number of coins shaking around inside.
Oh, watch this, guys. I can cut through iron.
Mocha's kind of eyes go wide when he sees that, and he's like, "It's got to be something in there."
It looks locked, though?
It is locked, yeah.
I'll pass it. I'll pass it over to Celeste to unlock.
Roka gets out he gets out his thieves' kit and then notices Celeste does the same thing, and he kind of raises an eyebrow and is like, "Okay, how good are you at those things?"
Would you like to try first?
So I want to talk about our lockpicking rules, because I kind of added this to the house rules here to make lockpicking.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. I kind of talked about this in my Crafting Annihilation episode a bit. And Cert had some nice ideas. Where the fuck are our house rules? In the journal? Yeah. Alright, so picking a lock is about halfway down, but essentially we already, you have to have the thieves' tools, you have to be proficient. And the check modifier, which I think is already plugged into you guys, is the dexterity plus your proficiency bonus. You can tell if a lock looks easy or hard. You won't know the exact difficulty challenge. Picking a lock does take time. You cannot do it in the middle of combat. I put on here 10 minutes. If you roll a natural 20 or succeed the check by 5 or more, you can almost instantly pick the lock, taking only 1 minute instead of 10, so you just do it quicker. If you fail the check by 5 or more, you damage your toolkit, which then confers disadvantage on future uses until the kit is repaired. A damaged kit can be repaired in cities and towns for 10 gold or via the mending spell. If you fail the check by 10 or more, the lock is jammed, preventing any further attempts, including with a key. But I do note that many doors and chests can be bashed open with attack rolls, although this generates noise. In the case of containers, could damage or destroy whatever's inside. Those are the lockpicking rules.
So I'd still just hit my thieves' tool, quick button, and just go from there.
Yeah. Essentially, I just added some consequences, because otherwise you can repeat picking lock ad nauseum for most cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let, it's...
I mean, Roka shrugs, he says, if you can do it, then by all means.
I am proficient, but I only get a +3, so if we're using Dex.
It is Dex plus your proficiency bonus, yeah, so whoever technically has a higher Dex.
There you go. Yeah,
Celeste.
+6 is great.
+6 is great. Celeste, that looked like a pretty... You didn't even ask, but that did look like a fairly challenging lock. And you fucking picked it first attempt. You cracked
I
that
rolled
thing.
my eyes at Roka as he was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm
Yes.
like, tink.
His eyes shoot up and he's like, alright. I brought the right crew after all. You open the box and you see dozens and dozens of gold coins inside. Nestled among them is a rock about the size of your hand. It's engraved with the crown symbol of the Lord's Alliance. You recognize this as a sending stone. 1/2 of a sending stone. Tucked at the bottom is a notebook that you quickly recognize are notes on ships coming to and from Port Nyanzaru, including the dates they are leaving, and the dates that ships should arrive, and notes on what they should be carrying. You note that one of the latest entries includes the Brazen Pegasus, the ship you arrived in, although there is no mention of it carrying anything but smuggled goods.
So,
That's the,
so they are definitely
annex.
they are definitely working with those pirates. They are absolutely taking information given to them on the embark side of the trip, using that information to have pirates hijack and take shit.
Roka is like,
Yep.
I knew it! I knew it! And this sending stone, that must be how they stay in contact with the pirates.
Gotta be.
I'll hand the notebook to Mannix instead of Roka.
Oh yeah. I'll take it. I'll take the sending stone.
Who's
That
taking
might
the
come in
sending
handy.
stone?
I'll take it. I don't know.
And I am filling my pockets with all of those gold pieces.
So guys, that box contains 220 gold pieces.
Woo!
Yay!
Wow, that's pretty good for level 2.
Are you giving any of this to Roka?
I'll toss him 5 gold
What?
pieces.
He said
What was
he,
our? What was?
he looks at you very seriously and says, you can keep all the gold, you give me the stone and the notebook.
You can take your
The
5
mission
gold and be
was for
happy
me to
about
get
it.
the proof and show my organization that they are working together, and then we can use this information, and you'll get the money. This looks like a good extra payout for you all. I won't even ask for a cut of this.
I don't have a problem giving him the notebook after I have some time with it. I'll tell him that. So we said, well, all go back to the inn and we'll talk about it there. Let's not do this in the middle of an operation.
He looks
Let's
pretty.
go back to the.
He looks apprehensive about you all keeping the stone and the notebook, though. Yeah, especially the stone. He looks like he wants that.
So he's gonna say,
He's like,
I'll
look,
say,
I know you don't fully trust me, and the feeling is mutual, but you can trust that I will pay you, get me back to the city safely. You've got all this money. My organization is one that you want money from and to work with, not to be enemies.
Who do you think is on the other end of this sending stone?
That's what we aim to find out.
And that would be information you'd be willing to share.
What will you do with it?
We have common interests against these pirates that have been raiding the people coming in.
Guys, I don't hear the bagpipes anymore.
Yeah, you guys know.
Time
you've
to
been up for
go.
a while. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at them and I'm just like basically less than stealthily sneaking up behind Roka. I'll just again grabbing him by the collar and be like, "We'll handle this back at the end." Now
Yeah,
move.
I mean we're in a tight spot, man. We gotta get out of here. But
or stay and die.
I honestly don't have much of a problem with giving him the sending stone and just copying the notebook back at the inn and splitting that with him. And I don't know if we need the sending stone or not, but yeah, listen, Roga, I'm not against you here. We're on the path to negotiation, but not right now. Okay.
I'll hold all the gold too until we can get back to the inn and I can divvy it out.
Yeah.
All right. He looks like he's about to protest, but then realizes the bagpipes have stopped and like you've been there for a while, and he kind of just nods curtly and agrees to go down with you all.
Do these
Let's
windows lead out of the building?
Yeah, you can see open air. You guys are obviously a story up, but you are facing the southern. You're actually facing the southern gate, kind of, with those other buildings kind of below you, to where the roof of one building would be like a one-story drop.
Can I poke my head out and look down and see if I see people directly below us that might see us if we were to climb out this window?
Yeah, you can look down and you see that there doesn't appear to be anything down from your vantage point. What was going on in the horse area seems to have dried up, as a lot of people seem to have been drawn away from that area, possibly because of some kind of spider distraction.
All right, then I'm going to immediately take a pitten out and just jam it in the wall outside and take my rope and start building basically an escape rope on the other side of this window.
Okay.
And either George or Celeste.
Gillian, that you guys are escaping out of the.
No. I'll turn to either.
No, I'm gonna go get Gillian.
Summon Her Highness to bed or whatever.
Yeah, we'll meet y'all outside. I'll take her outside to go and visit the fort, and we'll meet you at the gate.
Sure. So
Just
George,
y'all,
Roka, and
you
I
three
are
go out
rope.
the door. Yep.
Roka says, "Oh hell yeah, I like this." He gets on that rope. This brings me back.
I don't know if you're strong enough to put a pitten in the wall.
Would you like to do it? I don't know if I am or not either.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do it.
I don't know if I trust my strength. I don't know if I trust my strength to hold up a turtle either. Turtles are heavy, right?
Okay, I may have eaten some extra lunch, but
shells get away a lot.
I'm gonna put the box back under the bed too.
Okay.
There you go. Just an empty box.
Yep.
Hey, at least that's obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna jam the pitten in, and it goes twice as far as Mannix.
Mannix looks sad. Yeah.
This is how you make a sturdy pitten. We would all fall into our death with yours.
Fine. Get down the rope, asshole.
Okay.
Alright, you guys are climbing out, and Calesso's gonna go down and grab Gillian.
How far did you say
I'm gonna take her out the door.
How far down did you say it was?
You guys can climb down to the roof of another building, and it's approximately like a one-story drop down at that point. I'm
just gonna jump out.
Okay.
I'm a ninja turtle.
You jump on.
Can I roll something?
You can roll whatever. What do you want to roll? How do you want to drop down?
Acrobatically.
Acrobatically. Sure. Roll acrobatics. Try and duck and do a roll. All right. So the good news is you do drop down without taking damage. The bad news is you make a loud noise and collection of noises when you drop down on there. Clunk, 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 clunk. And you look down and realize that this building is awful barracks shaped.
Run. Just run.
Yeah.
The south gate's nearby, right? Can we see the south gate from this window?
Spider Theron, what are you doing right now?
Yeah. You're muted. Muted.
I do. Try to dash back to the gate. Let me roll for web.
Roll a stealth check again, also.
Okay.
There you go.
Jesus. All right. Horror movie continues as these guards basically come
That's
up to
right.
where you were, and then you're just not there anymore. And she manages to free this guy. You guys are all looking at it, just like, what was that?
Can you close the door as a free action?
Not these doors.
Okay.
You can do it as an action though, since you didn't take an action this turn.
I dashed.
Oh, okay, my bad. You dashed inside the fort?
Yes.
If you dash inside the fort, I'm not going to allow you to stay stealthy, because that's just not going to happen. They're going to clearly see... Somebody's going to clearly see a spider coming in this fort.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess, dash over, start heading south or into the jungle or something, just away from these people at this point.
That would probably be a
Just
better
run.
idea. All right, you can stay stealthy if you're trying to stay
Okay.
out of line of sight, basically.
I know I have no idea what is happening with them,
Nope.
but
At this point, you're just
But
trying to
you
go
were-
as fast
you-
as possible.
But you
I-
knew that you were just a distraction, and you've
Yes.
taken some damage, and you've done your job.
yeah, I've done all I can without revealing who I am
That's right.
or dying. So
Yeah.
I'm just
All right.
going to, head back to the southern entrance and
Okay.
wait for them.
Okay. You definitely head that way. As you hear kind of shouts behind you, trying to figure out where you are. So, George just landed on top of the building and made a thud, thud, thud sound. Manix and Roka are coming out of that. You actually climbing down.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Kless has kind of told Gillian to come upstairs.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Okay. Try me again.
I was going down to get her to say, my lady, would you like to go and walk amongst the stalls in the fort? You were saying that you saw a cellar with some very sharp swords that you wanted to look at as gifts for your family from the human world.
That sounds lovely. Good day, Commander. It's been an excellent time.
Kind of
Playing my bagpipes for you.
Yes, very well. Please enjoy our facilities and stores as you see fit. We're honored to have you here.
Can you put me down where she is?
Yeah, sorry. No. A lot of different things around in multiple places. This has been.
Are we still split up into 3, or is it 4 now? It's hard to keep track.
It's pretty crazy right now. All right, and then you guys have actually left and come back outside. So you guys are all now outside, right? You all
Yeah.
via different methods. Alright, so Roka, Manix are on this building. You two are here.
You did say 220 gold, right? Is that,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yeah, that's what I put in my
Okay.
player sheet to hold on to till we get back.
How much do we get a piece?
We don't know yet. We haven't finished
Okay.
negotiating with Roka.
All right.
Alright, so George, Manix, and Roka, you guys are on a building on the southern end. I'm actually going to move you right here so you can kind of see where you are. These guys are not facing you. They're over here. You guys are on this building to your right. But you guys made a lot of
Okay.
noise, and you can now hear like sounds coming from below you in that little building. And Celeste and Gillian, you guys are just going out the entrance, the main entrance of the keep.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
Once again, you still kind of like people have come out now, and they're all kind of like talking, and obviously the talk of everything is just like there was a giant spider attack in the entrance of the fort. They're still trying to hunt the thing down.
We gotta go south of them from here.
Mannix actually sees an opportunity here, and he's going to, stomp on the roof of the building they're in and start yelling down and say, "Wake up, soldiers! Giant spider came right through here, went south. Gotta chase him down."
Oh, went west. We're going south.
You hear some,
Well, we want to get out. We're going to go with them.
you hear some commotion underwear, and then under there, and then a couple of guards come out, kind of clearly in like they were asleep in there. They come rushing out, and they're like, "What? What's going on? This is we're C shift. This is our sleep time. We don't hear the alarm.
Under attack.
There's no alarm. What are you talking about?"
Look over there, and I point towards where the other guards are presumably freaking out, or at least they see some activity.
Yeah.
Giant spider attacked! Ran down south. We gotta chase him down.
Yeah, the guards kind of walk out a little bit and start kind of looking around and wandering and seem kind of distracted by it. And they kind of run up to these guards over here, and these guys are like, oh yeah, there's something going on in the western gate, something about a giant spider. I don't know, it's not, I think it's just the one though, they're taking care of it, Greta's got it.
George lights one of his torches and throws it off to the corner and says, oh no, the fire has spread to the barracks.
Wait, can they see you, though?
No, we're on top, right?
Yeah, you can still be on top of the building, yeah.
Yeah, I just throw it somewhere off the roof, or I mean, on the other corner of the roof. It's still on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. He doesn't have to see it, but
Yeah.
I'm not lying. There's a fire.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, they turn around and
It's
now,
undead spiders that are starting fires everywhere.
now they're turning back towards you, and they're like, what the hell's, what happened over here? So one of them's like, did you leave a candle burning or something? Like, I don't think so.
I'm telling you guys, it's undead fire spiders.
What? I haven't heard about this.
He shoots fiery webs.
That's right. Then I'll say, well, you know, you guys do what you want. We're chasing this spider down. We're gonna kill him because the commander wants it dead. And I'm just gonna motion to the rest of the guys, like towards the south
One
gate,
of them
like,
says,
come
like,
on.
who are these guys? And he points to like Roka and George.
Says newest charter members, adventurers, gonna help us kill the spider.
All right. Where you guys want to go?
Yeah. We're just heading south, as if
okay.
we're chasing spiders through the southern gate.
All right.
Meanwhile, the roof is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of running around like going, oh god damn it! The other one's like, oh you left it. At this point, nobody's really paying attention to you since you were still uniformed and were able to kind of call everybody.
All right, and I see Kaless and Gillian coming from the other side. I just motion everybody, like, all right,
Yeah.
time to go.
You guys open that door. And as you do that, this door opens and this guy comes stumbling out. He's got shreds of web all around him,
Oh,
like a bits of rope, and he's just like holding his head, and he's just kind of fucked up right now. How do you guys want to react to this immediately?
just rush at him. Probably.
He
We gotta
literally,
shut
like,
that guy
he
up.
just woke up and like managed to free himself, and he's got like the littlest knife in his hand. He's like cut all the things, and he's just like, oh, what the hell? Just
I see George.
Rush him in.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
punch
rush
him.
him and throw him back in the room.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
wait,
it's
wait,
giant
wait,
spider
wait.
foot.
Am I there yet? Have I
I'll
arrived?
let George go first because he was up there front.
No, you can go first. Spider.
George sees a giant spider.
Spider's faster.
I'm going to web him again.
He's like, what is that? His eyes go wide again.
As you see him go down, I'm gonna pluck his little knife from him, though, so that way he can't cut the web this time.
All right.
Shove him back in that building, and let's just head south and try to cut back to the beach when we can get out of the line of sight.
Yep, let's go.
That would be good. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna web Roka and leave him here, too.
All right, you guys haul ass out of Fort Beluarian, and I think we, yeah, I agree, Chad. This went from total disaster to totally awesome. That's a good summary of these events.
All part of the plan,
All
fellas.
part of the plan, yeah. Yeah, we got through all of Fort Beluarian somehow. I thought this was going to be a disaster, but things got salvaged. I like the way you guys did everything in the end, so I think that will bring it
And we
to-
save 50 gold.
That's right. We
Yep.
didn't buy one of their
Buy
damn
it,
shredders.
Shredder. All right, thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing tonight. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. Go to RogueWatson.com for recaps and Patreon.com/RogueWatson if you'd like to support my channel. Hopefully we can get things figured out next time, but if not, then I will hopefully have a better system in case Roll20 video chat just completely shits the bed on us. But we are live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you all next time. outro music is working well with Skype. Not quite. I think it lowers the volume of everything else.
I can hear it.
I can hear
It doesn't work on my end very well.
Ah.
I think I've got my settings, but I am playing my outro music, so there's that. It's just super quiet, I think.